Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What's the deal, Pickles? I hope everything is kosher on your side. Hope that you are chilling in tonight. You got a drink poured up. You guys got the kids put down, or you're putting the kids down. All that good stuff. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, host here on the host and owner, CEO, everything here at the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. We have an action-packed show for you guys. The panel is backstage. But first, make sure that you guys hit that like button here on the live stream for me. If you guys have not already, make sure that you go ahead and get that taken care of for us. Right? Hear that? Right? Meow. Go ahead and take care of hitting that like button. Also, share the content. More importantly, share the content, okay? You can also share the content through any one of the panelists' tweets or my tweet or anything. But just make sure that you guys are sharing the content one way or another. Hit that share button here on our YouTube live stream. We greatly appreciate you. Also, we will have announcements for some upcoming NFL draft giveaways here on tonight's show. A lot of opportunities for you guys to win a lot of cool prizes from our sponsors over there on these wonderful Stacks app. Make sure that you guys go ahead and download the Stacks app. Link is in the description section. Again, you're just going to look for that little flame logo. It says Stacks. Get on over to the Stacks app, stacksapp.io. Make content seamlessly with all of your favorite content creators, analysts, athletes, and much more. We'll see you guys over there on the Stacks app. Also, be on the lookout in the coming week and in the coming days, actually, for details on how you can get your hands on autographed jerseys, discounts on Fanatics shop gear, and much more. Gift cards, so much other stuff that we got going on over there on Stacks. Also, this show is brought to you by monkeyknifefight.com. Make sure that you guys get on over to monkeyknifefight.com and download the Monkey Knife Fight app. Available on both iOS and Android. All apps that we work with are available on both iOS and Android. Get on over there. Utilize promo code Rumboyz over there on the Monkey Knife Fight app. Promo code Rumboyz. My crew and I will match you on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100 for all of your daily fantasy player prop needs. So if you're into player props, you're into daily fantasy, get on over there to Monkey Knife Fight. monkeyknifefight.com, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get into the show. While I bring everyone up, I'm gonna be mixing a drink at the same time. We're gonna get a little Strong Island action going on. Ladies and gentlemen, first up, representing the Rumboyz Fantasy Network, give it up for Say Pat FF.
I'm usually the cleanup hitter. Like, I've been a chunky kid since like Little League. They never let me hit lead off. What is this?
I got you going first tonight, boy.
Let's go. I'm not stealing any bases though.
Hey, bring that A game. That's what my skinny ass is here for. You know,
I ain't swinging and missing though.
You know,
nothing but homers.
Nothing but homers. Nothing but dingers here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, representing Familia FFB, give it up for Jorge Martin.
Orale. Happy Friday night, everybody. Cheers to the familia, the Rumboyz familia, everybody. Salud, everybody. And by the way, St. Pat, just so you know, they don't care about stolen bases anymore in baseball. So, and Shohei Ohtani hit 46 bombs last year as a leadoff hitter. So, everybody, happy Friday night, everybody. 1 week till the draft, 6 days till the draft. Vámonos.
As long as Miguel Cabrera gets one more hit, I'm happy.
Uno más.
I want a double. I want 3,000 hits, 600 doubles, 500 home runs, 300 career batting average.
These baseball guys.
My
This is a football show.
My favorite athlete of all time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
shout about tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, last but certainly not least, we will have others popping up throughout the night. But last but certainly not least, from New York, he's got 100 guns and 100 clips. It's Taco TDS. If my fucking laptop will bring him up. There we go.
Yo, what's up, boys? Holy shit, that looks weird. But I'm actually from Strong Island, so Robbie's making the Strong Island. I'm from Strong Island, so we representing all day out here in New York.
Oh, let's go. It's
yes.
It's a whole lot of vibes. YKTV, you know what I'm saying? That's my other show. But no, a whole lot of vibes going on here. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. We got Craig up in the chat. Tria, I see you. leading off tonight, Pat. Just get on base. Yo, Craig and Jorge had quite an amazing show over on Jorge's YouTube channel last night. I was in their live chat a lot, chatting up with their community or with Jorge's community. Craig was guest starring. Amazing show you did, brother. I just want to say,
Gracias,
great work.
Gracias.
Great work.
It was a lot of.
Oh, go ahead.
You think? I was gonna say it was a blast. The chats on Familia FFB lately have been just off the hook, and it was just like a couple of them. I was like, I couldn't even keep up with them, and it was a blast. We've intentionally, on the show, I've been intentionally making sure that we're avoiding getting too heavy into the draft because I don't want the content to be stale right away. Yep. So last night we talked about players in new places, and we talked a little bit about the guy we're going to lead off with. So it's a lot of fun. And by the way, everybody make sure you check out Craig's new show, Player Normal. So
absolutely,
Roto Heat. Go to Player Normal. You're gonna get you're gonna get scared and learn about football.
I like that. I like that. I mean, after all, working in this NFL world is practically a fucking roller coaster. So we all need a good scare. Let's go ahead. Let's get into tonight's show. If you guys are viewing this at home, I'm gonna keep saying it: like, comment, subscribe, but raise your glass. And if you're feeling a little thirsty, feel free to shake your ass a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Ceremonies Toast. So if you already know how it goes, be sure to join in with us. Y'all fellas ready? Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly. Let's have a kick-ass show.
Vámonos. Love it.
I'm off the Captain Morgan.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you're loose off the goose.
No, we ain't the Vodka boys. Eric, I see you up in the chat. Let's go ahead and let's get this let's get this show on the road. Yeah, we ain't the Vodka boys, bro. That wouldn't even go right. Shit, I could see like that show getting canceled real quick.
It's called
like CNN Plus, like CNN Plus after 10 days.
Hold that plug.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into our very first topic. So news has been circulating tonight. We might as well just call this the Rumboyz rookie show because these are a lot of the guys that we're going to talk about tonight are all guys that the Rumboyz have covered and our careers are tied to. When I was a junior reporter, a lot of these guys were rookies. With news circulating that Deebo Samuel has requested a trade from the San Francisco 49ers. What team does he end up on and why? Pat, you go. You know the order.
I know the order. I didn't know if you were going to say something else.
No, I know.
Okay.
You got it.
So I think this question it's boils down to what we talked about 2 weeks ago. Deebo wants to get paid, and he wants to get paid now for what he did last year. And the problem with doing this April 20th, when the news kind of really broke that he's requesting the trade officially, is free agency's already happened. Teams have spent that cap space that they had designed for this year. They've got space for their rookies that are incoming, but they don't have space for a big veteran guy, a guy that's going to break the bank. So where Deebo expects to get that money, I don't fully know. There's not many teams that have the cap to offer him for this year for 2022. So the contract has to be extended into the future. And let's take a look at teams that have a lot of dead cap space and a lot of space looking forward to 2023. A team that is kind of without a quarterback right now, but would make having Deebo would really open up the game for him. Atlanta Falcons.
Okay. Atlanta, I like that.
Ridley's not a cap hit this year at all. So they can take that extra space and spread it out. They've got some big dead cap hits, still hitting from Julio and Matt Ryan. But Patterson's not breaking the bank for them. Kyle Pitts is on a rookie contract. They need a top wide receiver. He won't have to play running back and work out of the backfield nearly as much as he did in San Francisco. Let's get the Atlanta rebuild started with Debo. Really opens up play action with Mariota.
Okay. So you're digging Atlanta. My only issue with Atlanta. Okay. I guess it's not an issue, more so because Atlanta would have the ability to disguise. What are you gonna do? Fuck, I honestly know. Like, what are you really gonna do in that playbook? You're gonna run a bunch of double jet sweeps. Cordell, here you go. All right, now pitch it to Debo. Like, I mean, I don't see how that works. Debo's not exactly the go vert guy. And Cordell's skill set has changed, especially with age. You're getting two of the same guy essentially. So Atlanta is when I dive into the X's and O's and I think about it from a playbook standpoint, I think that's where I'm just a little bit off. But I mean, you're right about the money. So I mean, there's that, and
there's that. Really, we can draw up ideal scenarios.
Yeah.
Of what teams should do and play Madden GM mode here. But I think Atlanta, it depends on what Debo really wants for it. I will say this one big thing is people want to say he's going to go to the AFC. I don't think so. I think an NFC team will probably get him. I don't think NFL GMs really care if he stays in the NFC or not. If they're looking to get their team as good as possible with the trade, and if that's the best offer, they'd make that deal. You don't not make a deal because a team's in the same conference as you. That's bad GMing.
Yeah. I mean,
everyone wants to throw that narrative out there. I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
I don't think that's a stupid narrative, and that's honestly like, I won't.
Oh no, you can be used against me.
It's more so just junior analytics at that point, because you're not looking at how many deals that have happened in division, in conference, so on and so forth. So that's where it's like, I can't hear that argument.
I'm curious, what pick are they giving up in that one, in that scenario, Pat?
I don't know. I haven't dug into their picks there.
I mean, they got I think they number 9.
Yeah, they would have to give up 9.
Yeah.
Oh, no way you could do that.
I'm trading 15 USFL first round picks for Debo. He's like, fuck this. Okay. Okay. All right. I see your treat. Jorge, where do you think Debo lands? I tuned in last night. And I checked it out. What are your thoughts around the Debo Samuel situation?
I keep coming back to the Jets. I think there's so much that makes sense. Robert Saleh, former defensive coordinator, the former wide receiver coach and OC, Mike LaFleur. They went big on Tyreek Hill, so it was at the end. So Taco, I hope I didn't take your take. It's your backyard. It's your backyard. But I look at that one. They're trying to get a weapon for Zach Wilson, someone to kind of complement Elijah Moore. I think they know how to use them. They've got some salary, but the thing is, do they give up that number 10? I don't think they give up the first pick, but did they give up the number 10 pick? Because you got to keep up a first round pick. That's what it costs to get Devonte Adams. That's what it costs to get Tyreek Hill. So I think you I think you got to give up a high pick. You're not getting them for a second.
No,
even no matter how high they're picking in the second round. So you got to get a 1. So. I think if that happens, it really sounds like it's going to happen. And I kept thinking they can't get rid of him. They can't get rid of him, but I think it's going to happen. And it's kind of, I don't mind it because I'm a Ram fan, but I wouldn't. But
you're like get him far the fuck away from me.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
That man was a problem.
Conference, get him out of the division, everywhere.
That man was a problem all season against the Rams, even in the NFC Championship game. I mean, he almost won that. He almost won that game for the 49ers. So I love watching him. He won me a fantasy championship this year. But hey, if he leaves the NFC West, muchas gracias, salud. So I'm gonna hand over to Taco.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on a lot of the points I was going to say. I'm in a lot of group chats with Jets fans, and they're willing to throw the kitchen sink at Debo because let's face it, no wide receiver in free agency is going to the Jets. And Zach Wilson has been a mixed bag so far. You desperately need someone to pair with him in order to boost that Zach Wilson stock. So maybe in the future, you'll be able to lure some top tier free agents instead of the third class guys. But I do think that one thing about Debo is he's upset about his usage and the way he was used with the 49ers. It isn't necessarily him getting paid, it's he has issues with how they used him. And he knows for the longevity of his career, if you're going to use him like a running back and he's a wide receiver, his shelf life goes down. How are you going to pay him? Because it, just like we had mentioned many times before, he's now creating his own position. Is he a wide receiver? Is he a running back? How do you pay him? What do you expect his longevity to be? So it makes it a sticky situation for him. He's like, yo, you're going to fuck my shit up by doing this. I want to be a wide receiver. Sure, you can use me on some runs, but like they were using him like what 20 times in the backfield in the game.
It became overly excessive. And if you look at that was not how Debo was utilized when he was drafted. If you watch the tape, they are two totally completely different playing styles.
Yep.
So to that respect, there's something special about, and I'm going to say there's something special about those of us that play receiver. There's a certain flash, there's a certain elegance that goes into that. If you're not sending me to go vertical, if you're not sending me to like go crack somebody's head, then what are you doing? This is my first time hearing that it was based off of usage.
I think Ian Rappaport was the one who was on that.
Yeah, which would make sense because Debo essentially became a glorified running back. Going back to Pat's sake, just to kind of give a callback. That's why my counter analysis to Debo to Atlanta was what it was, because you already have that. How much more of that can you really prosper with? And we see what path that's taken Cordell. We've seen where that's taken even a guy like Percy Harvin, who was just utilizing multiple different facets. If you're not trying to end up like that and you want to be great, Debo wants to be great.
Yep. And another thing is, look at the running backs. What running back that gets consistent touches is able to last more than 5 years? Even CMC, he was the running back GOAT, and then all of a sudden, 2 years later,
what's up,
he's watching back-to-back injuries.
What's going on, guys?
No, I'm in agreement in terms of the usage. When you hire me, I'll put it into these terms. When you hire me to do marketing, but then you have me going to fucking do support, like that's an issue. I have
my job description.
Yeah, that's not my job description. That's not what you hired me for. So I could understand that. You draft me as a wide receiver, utilize me as a damn wide receiver. But the NFL is also changing.
Yep. And I'll say this though. So since I just to switch from what George was saying, I do think the Jets are there, but the Packers should be the team that goes heavy because you had the money for Adams. You didn't spend it, so you still have some cap. You have picks. Go make that happen. You got picks for Adams. Go get yourself a Debo. But would the 49ers be stupid enough to give your biggest competitor fucking Debo Samuels? I don't think they're that dumb.
The team you barely beat in the playoffs?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a homer and say that and say Packers. Literally, I was like, well, Packers, Jets are going to get mentioned, so let's throw a different team out there. But the Packers have the cap space to get him some money this year and really pay him going forward.
From what I'm hearing and what I'm gathering, it's either if I'm San Fran, it's either if Debo is getting traded to a team within the NFC, it is destitute or bust. But if he is getting traded anywhere else, like into the AFC, sky's the limit. Fuck it. It's pretty much what I'm hearing. Raj, let's go to. Oh wait, okay. Oh no.
Good.
Are you awake?
Yeah.
You good?
No, yeah, I'll barely, bro. Shit.
That's what Jazz gets for eating that edible. Hey, I can't front. I did the same thing on 420. I had like y'all know, like little dime sized cookies, little tiny cookies. My homie, he was like, yo, here's a cookie, man. And I'm like, bet. And he's like, after I've already ingested this motherfucker, he's like, oh, that's 150 milligrams. And 150 milligrams is nothing. But 150 milligrams is something after you're already 2 dabs, 3 joints into your session and ain't even fucking noon yet.
Oh, jeez. I do a
Call that Santeria.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I took a nap. By the time 3 o'clock rolled around, I got off the Stacks Weekly wind up, and I said, "Fucking just Dracula in this motherfucker." Raj, what's your take on Debo and where does he land and why?
Shit. Okay. I haven't done too much research into landing spots just yet, which I haven't done my due diligence. I probably should have.
You have Colts, Chiefs, Packers, Colts, and Jets.
These are the takes so far.
No. Not from the panel, the panel, but that is consensus analysis, pretty much. For the panel, we have Falcons, Packers, and Jorge. You said
Jets.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'll throw out the Colts there. I mean, kind of just makes the most sense. They have the draft capital, they have the cap space, they have the need for it, and we know that the Colts aren't going to use Debo the same way that the Niners did because they have JT and they have a good running back. Like, I guess you could say committee, obviously.
Game. They've always been a vertical passing game.
That too, and Debo brings something new because he is a rack guy, so it allows them to introduce another thing into their game, which. Another thing is we know Matt Ryan is good in that kind of system, right? He thrives. He won an MVP in a short Dink and Dunk passing offense in Atlanta. Yeah. Well, I mean, partially as well. It's just kind of an air raid, I suppose. But yeah, you have a former MVP. If you bring in a Debo, you have a familiar target in the sense that it's similar play style, all types of stuff. And I think the Colts just make a lot of sense, especially if Debo wants to get away from running the ball. The Colts are the perfect team to go to. Right, because he's not going to be running the ball in Indianapolis.
No, that's very thorough analysis actually. And that favors the player because he gets what he wants. It's a vertical passing offense. Matt Ryan is a guy, who does have an MVP season, who has been to the big game, despite what his coaches may have done play calling wise that fucked that up for him. We'll leave that there. The Shanahan's always coaching big games.
Do you think the Chiefs can make a play for him? Because my God,
the Chiefs could make a very good play for him. And if I'm the 49ers, had I made it as far as Kansas City, I would have been sitting at that fucking draft pick anyways. So what's the big difference? And who's to say that they haven't already been thinking about that? And who's to say that they can't bring in a Christian Wood? I mean, yeah, he's not as big as Debo, but he can do some of those. He can do some of those same things. He can't do some of those same things, but he can be a almost like a Hunter Renfrow-esque, which is close enough. I mean, you're still getting intermediates, you're still getting dink and dunks because of those 7s and 9s, those 4 7s and 9s that they're running.
Sorry, bro, hold on. Christian Wood is a basketball player, dog. Am I high?
Christian Watson.
Okay. I got you. Sorry.
Christian Watson out of NDSU. So that is something they very well could do. Going back to what you were stating, though, Raj, I like the Colts. It allows him to be a receiver. They already have a running game. This is a team that is clearly putting pieces together to make sure that. I mean, there's no way to make sure, right? Because everything is a gamble, but to make sure that what happened last year doesn't happen again, doesn't repeat itself. As for
it also takes some pressure off Michael Pittman, which I really like for fantasy purposes.
I throw that in. I have a question about Debo's usage last year. Do you think that it became more running back heavy as injuries kind of continued to pile up in Shanahan's offense?
He did. It is. That stats show that.
But that wasn't. I don't think it was by design that Debo ended up in the backfield.
But once it became flourishable, once it became profitable, once you're getting that ROI, like if I tell you to go, if I tell you to go and invest in a stock right now, and you go and you hit on that stock, and you got a positive ROI, you're gonna be satisfied with that. You don't give a fuck what you just invested in.
Plus, they just busted with Trey Sermon.
Debo's usage reminds me of how Titans, I think it was a couple years ago, used Derrick Henry down the stretch, where they were fighting for a wild card spot to get into the playoffs or the division title, and they were using him 30+ times a game.
That's with that wild card stretch. There's a lot that goes into
where
that.
San Francisco was in must-win
But
situations.
Shanahan is known
over
for
and
doing
over
this.
again,
Shanahan is known for doing this.
Yep, but I'm saying though, it turned into a must-win situation, win or go home, and they did what they had to do.
What I will say to play
Whether
devil's advocate.
or not.
What I will say to play devil's advocate, also really quick, one of the things I do like about the Colts, out of all these takes, Raj's take, I like the most. If I am a DB going off of last year, just solely going off of last year, recency bias, I'm not worried about Debo until I got to go heads up one-on-one with him, because it's going to be end rounds, it's going to be jet sweeps. So for me, my assignment is I'm just going to make sure that you don't go anywhere. And I'm just going to hold you up. My linebacker or my strong safety is going to come down and crack the fuck out this boy. So I like that the Colts will be able to go vertical with him, because now if you're Debo, to what Taco was saying, you're adding that longevity on his career. He can now flourish at the position. Just want to play devil's advocate. For everyone that is excited about the possibility of Debo coming to your team, there are 32 teams in the league. One is getting rid of him. All right. So you got 31 different options out there. All right. Single dudes are like, yes, I would love to have 31 options. You got 31. Like that joke.
Just go put up Debo Samuel numbers. And
you guys love those jokes.
But no, you have so there's 31 different opportunities, all different probabilities of which Debo could land somewhere else. Yes, Leash. Oh, Leash, you might be a little bit behind because that comment in came real delayed.
Nah, that's from a couple minutes ago.
That is okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, it's from Yeah, no. I was gonna say, since no one said it, I have heard the Giants, which would be pretty fun. But it's a Kadarius Toney and Debo swap.
I don't
Giants trade
like,
a pick or something like that.
I don't like the amount of comebacks. So if the Giants are going to go get a wide receiver, you actually made a meme about this earlier, Raj, to Steffi.
Shit. Yeah,
I'm gonna bring this next panel member up on the next topic because I gotta keep things moving. But you had made a meme about that where Steffi was like, put Drake London and someone do a Photoshop of Drake London in a Giants jersey, and did like this like colored thing. That's what I would do if I were the Giants. If I am the Giants, because if you're looking for someone that can run really good comebacks and that can come back to the ball, be sure to check out NFL Network Podcast, April 27th. I'm just going to go ahead and spill the fucking beans. I'm going to be on there giving a Drake London breakdown. Okay? Fuck. All right? Shout out to Marcus Grant. Shout out to Michael Florio. Shout out to Adam Rank. Shout out to the whole staff over at NFL Network. Shout out Randy Chavez. Fucking love y'all. Let's go. Drake London has that ability, and he's really great because of his 4.5 speed. He's not getting down the field fucking crazy like that anyways, like an Olave or Wilson. He has that ability to where he can come back. He runs a lot of really great curls. The curl route is probably one of his crispest routes, his most crisp routes.
Would you take him at 7?
I think that's a bit rich.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they'll go edge.
You have to go with your skill set. I mean, if we're talking about a receiver, we're not talking about anything else. Right. If you're going to take a receiver, you need a guy. And this also like if London wasn't already so toted highly and Miami didn't already go all in on Tyreek, I'd be like, Miami, just fucking draft Drake London. Tua can't fucking put the ball downfield anyway. He's like Brucey from the longest yard.
I saw Warren Sapp posted that the Giants have the most expensive wide receiver room this year. We barely have enough money to sign our draft picks. I just don't see why Debo would want to come here for like waiting another year to get paid and there's no quarterback. Like that would be career suicide.
Where are y'all spending money on other than Galladay?
Yeah, Galladay.
No. But who else are you spending money on?
It's
I don't know. I don't know how that.
I looked at it the other day. It's ugly. I can't remember.
Don't they? They still have like money. They have like they I guess pretty much like what's
maybe they have dead money from Tate.
Yeah, they have so much dead money, bro. It's bad.
Shepard too.
Yep, Shepard.
I didn't think
all right, let's see.
All the Giants
dead
do
money.
is
Logan
money
Ryan. 11 million from Logan Ryan, but you got like Leonard Williams making 19 million this year.
Wait, no, but I thought he was talking about just the receiver room, right?
Yeah, Warren
Yeah,
Sapp
Eric.
tweeted that.
Let's go ahead. Let's get into the next topic. Let's bring up this next panel member. Let's keep the show moving. I'm sorry to cut everyone's opinion short. I promise I care about your opinions, but this is also why we have the Stacks app. Download the Stacks app at stacksapp.io. Begin making content with all of us on the Stacks app, and also find out how you can win an autographed jersey and much, much more prizes on the Stacks app. Dilly dilly, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Pang's Picks.
Dang.
What up? I told you I changed my name to Pang's Dicks on OnlyFans. So gotta get
Kinky.
that right.
We don't care.
What's up, big haircut?
So this
What up?
next topic,
Long as fuck.
speaking of giveaways, this
Okay,
next topic is inspired by All 22. Our homies over at PFF. Shout out the homies over at PFF. If you guys haven't checked out Pro Football Focus, you're living under a rock. I'm
Just on a random note, if you guys talk shit about PFF, just know that they actually do real work. Maybe a little bit on attention grabby on their headlines,
A little,
but they take a lot of the stats that you aren't looking at.
Exactly.
to
And
start
they're
a
also
lot.
And they make their own stats.
Facts.
and they're also really good friends of ours. So make sure you guys go support All 22. What we are doing here, okay? Here's what's gonna happen. All right, we got six panel members. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
6, 8. How do
10.
we?
Okay, so it'd be 12. It'd be 12. Stacks OnlyFan collabo. Yo, I might have to. Here's what we're gonna do. Yes, this is a debate show. We are going to remove the debate element for just a second. Each staff member has to. This is the real game. Us being able to bite our fucking tongues. We are not allowed to disagree with the other with the other staff members' picks. We'll start with Pang. You'll give your first draft picks for 1 and 2. Raj was going to do 3 and 4, 5 and 6, so on and so forth. Each person
boring
gets
teams.
2.
What the fuck?
Each person gets 2. You are mocking for these teams. If a player if the staff member before you takes a player, it is what it is. You got to live with it. Mock differently. All right. We're going to 10. Pang, you start.
So
I'm gonna
wait.
take a shot while y'all do this because.
So how do I do it? I have to pick 2 players.
You have to pick. You're drafting for the Jaguars and the Lions right now. You're on the clock.
Jaguars and the Lions.
You're the
And
GM
no
for
trades.
both of
Right?
those.
And no trades.
No trades. No
I would
trades.
love to trade. God damn it.
I'd like to
Do a trade.
Oh man.
I'm
So
front.
based on the actual draft, you're saying?
Do it.
Based on the actual
Nah,
draft.
bro.
You are You are in
1986.
you are in the war room. You are drafting for that team. You are drafting for Jacksonville right now.
All right. So I don't want to ruin anyone's career. I just make the 30 seconds fly by. Or the minute and a half fly by, and then the draft on my round ends for both teams. Can I do that?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, the Vikings
Yes.
did it.
this is easy. But this is easy. Like, are you selecting Evan Neal? Or are you going?
Bro,
like
Evan Neal's not a top 3 prospect
I
anymore.
mean, Aiden
Is it
Hutchinson,
Aiden
right? That's
Hutchinson?
obviously the number 1. And then whoever the hell the next guy would be, right? It's just
So Aiden Hutchinson
Hutchinson.
off the board. You're drafting
Kevin
for the
Walker.
Lions.
I mean, they just need freaking
Robbie, can you type this into like a banner at the bottom?
Kyle Hamilton. You got the other highest grade on the board. Screw it. That's all I can really think of.
So with the 102, you're taking Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
Fuck, you just
I
screwed
mean,
the draft.
they need secondary. dude.
Wow.
He did indeed screw the draft. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
God
Just
Damn it,
fuck the
Pang.
draft right up the ass.
Sorry, when your defense wants to, stop putting up 30 points a game, then they can start doing other things.
Yeah, but like positional value, my boy.
I mean, you guys laugh, but remember when Jamal Adams came out, was like pick 4 or 5 for the Jets, and then basically turned it around almost instantly.
I mean, probably the better example is that motherfucker right back there. Dog, he got selected 8th overall. People thought he's a bust, and then fucked it up for the rest
But
of his
people
career.
get
But
like
like,
Jamal Adams being drafted so early, and he came and just made himself so much money. So
Oh, I
people
he's
love
do
not
that.
that good. Like,
Yep. Jamal Adams was really good his first few years. He's still good now. He's just used differently. But he made a huge difference. He made such a difference on the Jets that people were willing to trade. If you remember that year when he was free agency, people were going ham trying to figure out how to get ways to their team. How can the Niners get, Jamal Adams? How can this team get Jamal Adams? And the Seahawks did it, and everyone cheered it, and now everyone hates
Look
it.
at them now.
And
Right,
then
so we
Jamal
got-
Adams hit the belt and got then the Seahawks lost to the Packers.
Safeties
Sorry,
are
My
amazing,
last
especially
memory
good
of Jamal
ones.
Adams.
They
So
can
we
really
got-
change your team around.
We got Aiden Hutchinson and Kyle Hamilton off the board, which now leaves pick 3 to then be picked by Raj.
Okay, so number 3, I've got Houston, and then number 4, I've got the New York Jets. The goddamn Jets. Okay. Let's see. So, okay, number 3, there's a couple of options. I think the obvious one for most people would be Kayvon Thibodeau. Obviously, edge out of Oregon.
I'm not fucking spelling that.
I'm gonna make you spell that.
Which part, Kayvon or Thibodeau?
I got the black name. Fuck.
Better
I
watch
can
out
make
before I
the joke,
fucking
relax.
before I take Kingsley Enagbari at number 4 overall. So you have to type that shit too. All right, don't play me. Come on, bro.
No, bro, you got this.
Yeah. So number 3 overall to the Texans, Kingsley Enagbari. Type that shit, Robbie. See it.
You said, wait. No, wait. You already
No.
said-
It's not
hold
my
on,
pick. It's
hold
not
on.
my pick. It's not my pick. I was
No. Okay, I was about to say. Okay, I was about to say you already
It's
have
not my
Kayvon.
pick.
Okay, so Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm trying to do this right. I'm trying to do
No,
this.
I don't have
accurately.
Kayvon Thibodeau yet. That's one of my options. Relax.
He's
Oh.
good.
Don't react so fast. It's okay, buddy.
Played in my
Um,
backyard at Oaks Christian.
Oh shit, that's cool. But yeah, so okay, I think for me, it's between 3 players right now. It's Kayvon Thibodeau and Trevon Walker, 2 edges, and then that third guy would probably be Ike Ekwonu, which I
That's
think
what
is
I was
probably
thinking.
someone that Taco wants to take at number 5. Right? Yeah. So there you go.
You're not drafting for anyone else. You're drafting.
Oh no,
for
no,
your
absolutely
team.
not. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just predicting what the fuck he wants because I know this guy loves Ike Ekwonu. So
Give me a thickie.
Icky. I like that nickname.
Thick Icky, I like that.
All right, so you're moving
okay.
Trevor Penning all the way up to 3. Cool. Fuck it. All right.
What
let's
the
go.
fuck?
I'm kidding. Let's go, man. Make a fucking pick for the Texans.
Hey
dude.
yo, relax. I'm doing analysis. Okay, chill the fuck out.
He's waiting for Bill O'Brien
Yeah, I
to trade it
remember
away.
Thanks. Oh yeah, if I'm doing a Bill O'Brien pick, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, number 3 overall, I'm going Kayvon Thibodeau just because I think that's a Texans pick. They're gonna be one of those teams that wants to fucking deal with him because not
I
many
mean-
other teams are going to.
Makes sense. I mean,
Right? Just
edges
from
are
like an
worth so much
attitude or,
money,
I mean,
and you can never
Sure.
have enough edges realistically.
Okay,
That
so
is true.
so
That is true.
Thibodeau is 3rd. I am
Thibodeau's
entering him
number
at
3.
Damn, that was
Thibodeau's number 3.
Jets
I mean, and the
fans
Texans are known for drafting pass rushers. Like that. That's really a thing. People have. I think the mock one of them has him as Sauce Gardner, and I'm just like, I don't see it.
Oh, it's
I
a
think-
it's a
and then-
fucking buy. It's a
I do like
value
the
name.
Sauce Gardner pick, to be honest with you. I won't lie. Now number 4 for the New York Jets. Again, a couple of options. I got Sauce there. Got Trevon Walker now. I've got the receivers. And I think why not help out Zach Wilson a bit? Give him Garrett Wilson, Ohio State.
I figured that. That's the best pick for the Jets.
I think that's only happening if Debo doesn't get traded there.
I like Leaf defense's pick too. Derek Stingley. That's an interesting one.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Sauce.
I got it now. Now Taco. Yeah, Thibodeau is a fucking Bayou name. I didn't know that it had the bow at the end of the BEAUX. I didn't know it was spelled that way. Yeah, that's a Creole name.
Sapase!
Fat Tuesdays, baby, break out the jambalaya. Taco, it is your pick. You are on the clock for 5 and 6. So you're doing a lot of New York work right now.
Well, for
You
the
have a lot of
Giants,
good picks. Yeah, you got a lot of good picks.
I mean, there's no way you don't take an offensive lineman if Neal and Akeem is there. Personally, I'm gonna go with Neal just because I have trouble pronouncing the other guy's name, and they're pretty.
That's gonna be the war room. I can't really say this dude's name. We're gonna pick the one I can say.
Like they're close, but I just love the size of Neal. He's 6'7", 337. He looks athletic. You put him on that line with Thomas, and I think that's going to go a long way. He's coming out of Alabama. Alabama has a history of producing just good players overall. So I trust the system. I like the size of the player. So, you can go either way there. I'm not a professional scout, but from everything I've seen, I think Evan Neal could be pretty legit. And then for the Panthers, I mean, I say we go balls to the walls because
No, you're at 6. You're picking 6. Oh wait, no. So yeah, it is Panthers. My fault. Yeah, it's Panthers.
So more than likely, you know, they got a coach on the hot seat. They need someone to make a big splash. They're gonna take that quarterback, Malik Willis, because you know what? They need somebody right now, and Sam Darnold ain't it. He just ain't it, bro.
I think you're wrong because Sam Darnold was a first-round pick. That means he's automatically good. Okay.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah,
they picked up the 5th-year extension on him.
I joked.
Do they have a choice?
I promise you guys in viewership land that there is a serious bone in Payne's body. Like I've had like real conversations with him, but this man is a fucking comedian 24/7. 24/7.
First-round picks are automatically good.
Bone.
All right.
Yeah, but I've been in drafts with him, so he's definitely funny when he's drafting too.
That's
Okay.
picks are
He's,
very funny.
he's the type of guy to like to spell like dicks with the first letter of all the guys he drafts.
That'd be so much fun. I should have done that already.
It takes true genius to do that.
He's like, I'm gonna do it now. Jorge,
I
you
mean,
have
that's so
7
good.
and
Wow,
8.
so.
He took Malik Willis from me. Oh, I wanted him. I wanted him.
You're fine.
Yeah, I know. It was. I was gonna give him. I was gonna give him to one of the teams. Okay, so number 7, I got the Giants. Now we went offensive. The Giants went offensive line.
Yep.
That was Icky. Icky was that pick, right?
Yep.
Or Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. Icky's still available, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, they already have Andrew Thomas, so I'm not going to give him a third tackle. I am going to give. Yeah, I know. They need help on the DB side. I'm going to go Sauce Gardner, best guy out there. No TDs given up on in his career. And number 8, I really wanted to take Malik Willis for the Falcons. I'm going to give them. You know what? They need everything. I'm going to give them Icky. So I'm going to give them Icky. They need. You when in doubt, get an offensive lineman. Get those trenches right. You know, give Marcus Mariota, and then maybe get one of the other quarterbacks in the second round.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's see, Equinanu. Alrighty.
I was gonna let you off the hook and just let him say Icky with IKE.
No, because what I'm gonna do is I'm taking these
Nice.
and I'm gonna send these. I'm gonna send our segment over to PFF, over to the homies at All 22. Make sure that you guys play All 22 if you haven't already. We are looking. Make sure that you guys enter the All 22 mock draft competition, mock draft contest. If you have your 10 picks laid out, that's also why we're doing this, to maybe help some of you guys out, give you a little bit of like names and stuff to think about, just a little exercise. But make sure you guys enter. I am going to be tagging 2 people. All right, probably Monday morning. It'll probably happen Monday morning. I am going to tag 2 people to maybe possibly get a little bit of an edge in winning a All 22 membership, an All 22 premium membership. So 2 of you guys have an opportunity here. Pat, let's get into
real quick, Robbie.
What's up?
So I wanted to stretch on that. So for the guys that don't use PFF or All 22, those types of things, like you really are missing out. I know, like myself last year when I got a lot of my stats and people gave me crap for it. Like, why don't you like Teddy Bridgewater? Why don't you like Mike Davis? Why do you like Melvin Gordon? I use a lot of the PFF stuff to really figure out what I was into. And I didn't miss. I didn't miss on any of those things. I didn't miss on Mount Gasson. I knew he was trash. I knew the Dolphins would be trash. And then Melvin Gordon hit. What round did he go in last year? Guys, like 9?
Yeah. He
went further, and everyone was giving me so much dumps on it. You know, everyone was somehow Teddy Bridgewater was going to do all this, and I'm like, no. PFF tracks those stats. PFF tracks how bad guys are in the deep ball. Which this year, once again, when people are arguing about certain players, I'm like, go look at those stats. They're not good. You know.
Go pay attention.
Arguing about this year of Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz. They're like, Matt Ryan's such an upgrade. I'm like, is he? Go look at his PFF stats. down to the T.
We're hooking you up like with this deal and you know whoever the two people win, we're hooking you guys up. Yeah, we're hooking you guys up. Pat, you got 9 and 10, bro.
All right, at 9 we're in Seattle. Taking the Broncos' original first-round pick. We're gonna go with Charles Cross, offensive lineman out of Mississippi State. What's the first thing you need to rebuild? You need to rebuild that line, make sure it's strong to protect a young quarterback that they will be drafting next year. Make sure you don't have a rookie out there trying to defend.
Seattle has no idea what you're talking about. Russell Wilson was out there with pillows and Legos trying to survive. They would have been better off putting Legos out there, having those guys step on it to slow them down.
Yo, there's a
Pillows and Legos. I love it.
There's a Seahawks fan watching this show. Here, Pat take like, fuck this guy, get him off the screen.
It's true. That's the thing. It's
Russell
true.
Who was the guy that came from Houston? Great guy. He's like 35, and he's like their best player. Why is a 35-year-old lineman your best player out there? Like,
give me number 10. Give me number 10 quick.
Who did the Jets take at 4?
4 was Garrett Wilson. So at 10 you got 9. Wait, 9 you took Charles Cross for Denver.
No, for Seattle.
Oh wait, so Seattle has 10.
No,
Seattle has 9.
Seattle traded.
Oh wait, Seattle switched. Yep. My fault.
Yeah, but it's confusing right here.
Wait. Didn't they switch with Denver during that trade?
So Seattle has Denver's original 9.
So pick
New
10
York
right now, guys.
has Seattle's original 10.
Pick 10 is Jets right now.
Yep. Jets have 2 top 10 picks.
So I don't want to go. I was leaning going someone like Jameson Williams at 10, but since they already took a wide receiver, who do we want?
Line. Defensive line.
Was Trayvon Walker already drafted?
No.
I don't think so.
Let's go Trayvon Walker. Big D lineman out of Georgia.
All right, so y'all ready for me to break down the top 10?
Yeah.
All righty. So I absolutely love Aiden Hutchinson going there at number 1. I think that we all expect that. Kyle Hamilton, I want Detroit to shore up the secondary. I don't think that Detroit shores up the secondary. And then that's where I think that things can get a little bit dicey, if you will. Either for me, I feel like Detroit's either going edge or QB, straight up. And because national televised event, publicity, sales, I can see them doing the fucking QB thing like dummies because they're Detroit. At 3, Kayvon is so highly praised. So highly praised.
I can't see him going past 2 because the Lions have need for everything.
And that's why
Dan Campbell is not taking Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's be real. He's not.
I don't know.
That's not a Dan Campbell player.
I don't.
Simply.
I'm gonna keep Kayvon there at 3. I'm gonna leave that alone. The Jets at number 4, I think definitely go for a wide receiver. I don't know if it's exactly who everyone wants.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think about it like that. You're right. That might be the case.
Like, could it be Garrett Wilson? Yes, but it could very well be Drake. It could very well be Drake London right there at 4.
Would you do that at 4 if you have 10?
No, but
who knows?
But with New York,
I don't know if I'm spending back to back. Back for receivers.
With New York, you run the risk of Atlanta taking your guy at number 8.
Yeah,
but there's like 3 good wide receivers in this class. Where it's like,
there's like 8 great wide receivers in this class.
One thing that you would take a top 10 pick with.
There's only 2 that I would take in the top 10, and that is Garrett Wilson and Drake London. And if New York likes a guy enough. They're taking him at number 4 and not giving Atlanta the opportunity to take him.
Here's the thing.
They might trade back one or two
Here's the
spots.
thing.
That's it.
Here's the thing. London gives me that Michael Thomas, Mike Evans, box you out, go get it at the high point, contested catch type of shit. And also with London, I get a player who's great at hitting those comeback routes, like I mentioned earlier. And you have a quarterback that's not chucking it down the fucking field like that. You know, it doesn't have the confidence really to chuck it down the field. So you're going to have a lot of underthrown balls. I see them going after Drake London. I don't want it to happen. I want Washington to end up with him at 11. I don't think that it could happen, okay? And that's also kind of going back into Kyle Hamilton, where I feel like Kyle Hamilton could slip even out of the top 10, but he's a top 10 talent.
Which he did in this right here. I mean, or no, never mind. He went number 2.
No, he went second. He went second here. Evan Neal at 5. I love it. I have no qualms. I have no debates with that. My only debate with that is he could go sooner. Let's see. Malik Willis at 6. If he doesn't go to Detroit, that's my only caveat there. Then otherwise, 6 is obviously locked in for Malik Willis, and he will be the first quarterback taken off the board. 7, Sauce Gardner going to New York. It's cool for New York. It sucks for Sauce Gardner because they don't do CBs right. They don't do corners right. Your contract's going to get fucked 6 different ways till Sunday as a rookie.
If I could ask, what's the rationale for Ike Ekwonu at number 8? Because
that's where I was about to go.
I was curious about it because when you think about it, they have 2 tackles who are established. They got Jake Matthews on one side, and I forget the other dude's name, but they took him in the first round a couple years back. And then you think about Ike Ekwonu, he has versatility to kick it inside, but
the only logical explanation behind this at 8, Atlanta's in a really fucked up position here at 8. I feel that personally Atlanta goes receiver, but I could see Atlanta saying, just go get me the best player available off the board. And
that's the only serviceable part of the roster right now is their own.
I did think Drake London there. I was worried a little bit about redundancy with Kyle Pitts. And, just because they're both big targets,
big body,
ball,
big,
yeah. And it was one of those things. I wanted Malik Willis there with them. I was really hoping he was the guy that I was thinking of grabbing at 8. But I just looked, but when that was done, I get what you were saying, but yeah, I just kept thinking Matt Ryan was still running for his life last year. So I just thought, you know what? Let's get him another offensive lineman. Let's get him a highly rated.
Mike, we miss you. Lineman. Take shots for Mike. Everyone take shots for
Salud.
Mike.
Salud.
Also want to say hello to Albert. He's been in the chat on Familia FFB a lot. Muchas gracias.
There we go. Thank you, Albert. Dwayne Brown from former Texan.
Yes.
Just an older lineman that happened to fall into them because the Texans did Texan things.
Steelers Nation, what's good? Albert's been a part of the Rumboyz for a hot minute, I believe.
That's the best freaking player on that team. That's just sad. Dwayne Brown.
And I love Pat's picks.
Yeah, so that's my thing with Wanu, or Ekwonu, whatever the fuck, how you ever say his name, Icky. I don't think that he falls at 8. I'm not mocking Icky at 8 anywhere. I think that it's top. It's top tier or nothing.
I see the
Icky.
Jets making a move for someone on either side of the line with that 4th pick, either end or someone to shore up.
It's receiver.
Petcon didn't even show up to the workouts.
Bro,
the rest of the line is trash.
Hold on. You're really thinking the Jets are going to do something? You got way too smart for the Jets.
No,
like if you were in the Jets boardroom and you said, "Hey guys, I have an idea," they'd be like, "It's a great idea. We don't like it." Like you're right. You're right. They're wrong, but they're going to do Jets things.
I'm telling you, this regime seems a little bit different. I have a lot of Jets fans they're excited. I mean, Joe Douglas has made some iffy moves.
Fucking Jets fans are excited every year, Taco.
Yeah, this is their excitement. This is their Super Bowl.
You're saying. I know what you're saying.
No, I'm not doing this. No.
Yeah, I'm telling
you. No. I'm moving on to pick 9. Fuck that. No.
People say Bucks and 6. Jets fans, we go 1-16.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a chance.
For Charles Cross for Charles Cross here at 9. I haven't seen anyone mock him into the top 10. I don't think out of all of my colleagues.
Charles Cross.
I've seen him. I think I've maybe seen him go like 10, like 12 ish. This one's interesting. I like the hand placement on this kid. I like the way that
go by Mark Sanchez, but he made it to the AFC Championship.
He will bully the fuck out of you. He has a mean streak in him. If that's going to transfer, I don't know. And I'm not trying to shit on anyone that is, you know, a big proponent of Cross. I know we have a lot of lineman fans out there that check us out. I could see Cross maybe falling to Carolina with their second pick.
Where I saw him mocked recently was at 6 to Carolina.
Yeah, I'm looking at the PFF's latest
Cross?
mock, and it has him number 6 there.
Charles Cross
had him at 6.
I think
he's a raw talent.
I think Matty Kroll probably had something to do with it.
Where
Icky falls there though. If Icky falls to 6, they're taking him. They're not taking crossover.
I see
Where
Icky at 5 and Cross at 6.
I can see that.
And then Gardner going to the Jets.
Yeah,
a 4.
I mean, I would take Icky over.
Are you
Neal
looking at
personally.
CBS list?
where I have a big problem. Walker falling so fucking low. But here's the thing. It's not like it can't happen. It just fucking happened here. You know, it's not like that it can't happen. I don't think that it does happen. And if it does happen, I don't know if Seattle goes, let's pull the trigger. Because I think Seattle is smart enough to go, is there a reason that we don't know that why he's falling? Is there a reason why here that he just kept falling, you know? I get that none of us could have predicted what the other was thinking. We handicapped this exercise in a way, but we handicapped it intentionally, and I feel like it came out like a good exercise. Do what you will with these top 10. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna clip this up tomorrow morning. I'm gonna send this over to the homies over at All 22. Please make sure that you guys go enter All 22's mock draft competition. All you got to do is mock the top 10 correct. Like, honestly, you do it on Twitter. Y'all be typing tweets all day. All day.
It's so true.
Y'all can do this. It takes you a couple of minutes. Y'all are smart. Y'all are really. Honestly, you watch Rumboyz. You better be smart. You know, for real. You guys got this. You guys can get out there, make a push to win this competition. Make a push to win this contest. 2 of you guys are going to win. I can't guarantee that it's 2 from our channel. I can't guarantee that it's 2 from another partner's channel. But so you guys have an opportunity at winning a premium membership with All 22. So I hope that our exercise helped you guys out.
Yeah, you should drop the link to that in the chat.
Well, I didn't help anybody out, but I also didn't know what the hell they could really pick that wasn't in positions because for the Detroit Lions, I feel like they have the weirdest set of things. What can they do? They can't go O-line because they already have a solid O-line.
The Lions have too many. The Lions, the Jets, and the Panthers have too many options, and there's too many variables to think about.
I actually think they have less options. That always makes it worse because they can't go QB at 2 overall. They can't take an O-lineman because
the Lions can go QB, bro. The Lions really can. They're the Lions, dude.
They can, but they shouldn't. They can go.
They shouldn't.
They can go QB at 32.
Yeah, we're saying they shouldn't. That means they can't, right? That's the idea. They could. They shouldn't.
How many times have we seen this? Like this
they
is
just
one of those
gave
things.
contracts to the defensive ends. They gave a contract to a safety. They have these weird corners, but none of the corners outside of maybe one. But they just got burned on drafting a corner early. This is a weird situation for the Lions.
No, bro,
we've
seen this. We've seen this a million of times. Like this is one of those
they
things where I wish.
this is one of those things where I wish.
This is one of those things where I wish that Jay Love was here. You know, because like he pull out examples like live when we were on air. Like This kind of goes in, kind of an off-air scenario, but I was explaining something to my coworkers with a competition that we're running for stacks. I'm like, it's based off of accuracy, and don't worry, for the stacks competition, you're only going to be guessing the top 5 and trades do count. And you can, and whoever's the most accurate wins a autographed jersey. Players yet to be named. So I gotta keep some surprises to myself.
It's
who it
Darius
is?
Slayton. You're Darius Slayton jersey.
Or Steve.
I'm actually giving you guys someone cool because I like you. But yeah. So make sure that you guys, stay tuned in. Download the Stacks app. Follow all 22 on Twitter. We just hammered out 10 predictions very smoothly. We are going to get into halftime. This is the very first, this is the second time. This is the second time ever that the Rumboyz have featured a different demographic, a new nationality on our halftime. Before we have featured artists from South Africa, who actually worked with the show, is now getting ready to do a song with Ritz from Strange Music. This one, we had him perform on our Super Bowl show, the homie Pilot Flying. I've been telling y'all this kid is going to blow up. My homie from Virginia, now living in Arizona. Him and his homie, Angelo Phoenix, got a new track appropriately titled Touchdown. And this one, Jorge, I think you're going to enjoy. This has a little bit of a reggaeton, mixed like
sabor Latino.
Yeah, so we're bringing the culture here to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. I told y'all I was gonna find some more diverse music. I did it. Dominicanos, Boricuas, Mexicanos. Buenas, stand the fuck up.
Salud, vámonos. Yes.
Dale, let's get it. This is that new track, Touchdown.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a monkey knife fight.
And one day, they met one team partners in the NFLPA.
It's a match made in the pits of a monkey knife fight.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
Are you listening? This is big.
What is a monkey knife fight?
You know, it's thing monkeys, knives, you get it. Fantasy sports is monkey knife fight. And monkey knife fight is fantasy sports.
Monkey knife fight is daily fantasy.
Monkey knife fight in the house.
I am Monkey Knife Fight. You are Monkey Knife Fight. We are all Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey knife fight.
You have the NFLPA behind the company.
It's exciting for me to be a part of fantasy sports.
When I think of fantasy sports, I think of beating all my buddies year in and year out and being able to brag about it.
We're not just partners in it.
We're owners.
And it feels awesome to be an owner.
I challenge you to a monkey knife fight.
We've been saving you a seat at the table, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the one team and NFLPA family.
Monkey knife fight. Welcome to the family, Monkey Knife Fight.
Welcome to the game, Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight!
I challenge you to a Monkey Knife Fight.
Monkey Knife Fight! Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife Fight, Monkey Knife.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. That was our ad from monkeyknifefight.com. Make sure you guys download the Monkey Knife Fight app, available on iOS and Android. Go ahead and download it on your smartphone today or visit the Monkey Knife Fight website, monkeyknifefight.com. Utilize promo code Rumboyz to get matched on your very first deposit, all the way up to $100. Let's go. Dollar bills, y'all. All righty. Let's go ahead. Let's get back in to the next show. Or the next half of the show. I'm sorry. Give me just 1 second. 1 second. My cousin had hit me up, so you know we gotta make sure that we reciprocate.
Familia first.
Right, exactly. Alrighty. Also one of my old teammates that hit me up. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the rest of the show. If you guys see me like freak the fuck out, it's because bets were lost.
I know what you mean.
We'll find out. Well, I had a game get canceled today, the Tigers game. So Detroit just no Luke. Just fucked me there. And I've been in the last 2 nights I've lost parlays by 1 leg. So it's like, yo, let's get the fuck together. We're gonna take a trip to New York. Or I guess the new New York song is New York City. Like, isn't that the new Fabio Foreign joint?
Yeah, that the City of Gods.
Yeah, City of Gods. Yo, fire. Fabio.
He got a new track with Nicki that's fuego.
Bro, Fabio killing it. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we'll start with Pat. Giants are looking to trade wide receiver Kadarius Toney, making calls on what they could get for their 2021 former 2021 first round pick. What deal do you think the Giants can make, and what's the best landing spot for the wide receiver?
Giants are trying to trade him like he's a first round pick. He shouldn't have been a first round pick. He was overdrafted as a first round pick. He never should have been taken that early. So I think the Giants may be in trouble where they're going to be trying to ask for too much. I think the Giants are happy if they can cut bait and get a 3rd round pick out of it. I know that's ugly, but it's a matter of getting something versus getting nothing out of him.
Holy.
But I don't think the situation is nearly as bad as it's being. It's more noise than it is actual news, in the realm of sports news right now. I think 3 weeks ago we wouldn't be talking about this if it was a news week like 3 weeks ago. Where does he go? I'll be surprised if he's out of New York. I will honestly be surprised. I think the Giants end up keeping him and they figure this shit out.
No, I dig that. It's interesting to say the least. He had some explosive games, right? I mean, he kind of,
and then he was also often injured, and
so I mean, I feel like this is what you do in fantasy when like a guy is like, it's like, hey, did you see that? You saw that? And you try to like hurry up and send it, knowing that it's a player that you don't want longevity. I think that that's the way I'm kind of reading this. It's almost like a fantasy dynasty trade. Jorge, how are you analyzing the situation on Kadarius?
Man, I'm kind of with Pat. It's already coming out. He's got work ethic issues. He's got, attitude issues, and obviously it came out that he was injured. But I can't see anybody giving up even a second round pick for him. And I'm looking through the teams right now. Who could use him? You look at it, and maybe the Falcons. If they could get him for a third round pick because they need wide receiver help. Looking around the league, maybe the Colts because they really have Michael Pittman and not much else. Just taking some flyers on those guys. I think it's really those teams are. The Bears could be one that if they take. But again, it's tough when the situation when the news is coming out that a guy's got attitude problems, and that just brands a guy for for front offices. They don't want to touch him. They become nuclear. So that's just going to drive down his value.
Yeah. And again, we kind of talked about this wide receiver room being super loaded. And already being over the cap. So this is kind of a way that they can start making some room for him. But like you said, if he already has issues as a locker room personality, then it's a long road to walk. Taco.
Now I'm gonna get a little spicy here because the Giants, they're known that they're in cap hell. They could barely sign all their picks this year. They don't have enough cap space. There was rumors of Bradbury being on the market. I could see them maybe doing a deal where you put Tony and Bradbury in a deal and you talk to someone like the Chiefs and you try to find a way to get, you'll eat enough money from those guys that maybe you get a first round pick out of it. Or maybe you can get, a second round pick or something next year. I don't think the Giants are in a position right now where they're really trying to focus on making the playoffs this year. I think they're trying to just get the cap right, try to get the right people in place so that, come next year, they'll be able to make a move. Our quarterback situation, I mean, let's face it, if you got two quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. So it's not a situation where if you're over the cap and you could barely sign people, you really shouldn't be doing much of anything other than trying to get yourself right for next year so you can make an actual strong play to rebound from being a shitty team and being good again. And I really think that when you look at a team like the Chiefs or even the Packers, a guy like Tony could be great for them because yes, he has some attitude issues, but he's also pretty dynamic with the ball. And he would give them a nice weapon for both those teams, which are good teams that need a wide receiver to play. I think I could see both those teams making a play. And I think if it's a third round pick they're offering for Tony, the Giants are better off just holding on to him because let's face facts. Where he's shown enough flashes where he could be dynamic enough that you say, hey, third round pick's not worth it. But if again, they're trying to offload Bradbury. If you could package something where it's like you give Bradbury with him and maybe get that first round pick, I think then that makes sense. But no way you do it for a third round pick. You just can't do that. That's waste.
No, I'm with the shits. Raj.
Well, shit.
Caliente.
I don't think there's anywhere in this world, like any team that is going to trade a first rounder for him at this point. Yes, I understand from the Giants' perspective, they picked him in the first round last year, 20th overall. They're trying to get that value back. It's just not going to happen, right? Like, yes, he had flashes last year, but he was consistently injured. He was very streaky, and that can be attributed to QB play for sure, right? He had fucking Mike Glenn and Daniel Jones as starting QBs. He's much better than the stats show, in my opinion. That's
how the fuck did the Cubs just get smoked by the Pirates?
Did you see the play with Brian Reynolds going first to third because of the shift? He ran right past the second baseman when they threw the ball, and he outran him to third.
That's
Love
3
it.
days in a row. That's 3 days in a row. One leg.
Oh, sorry, puppy.
Unless they can string together a fucking, like a rally right now, but that's not happening. You're down. You're 4-2, top of the 8th. Like, you're not stringing together a rally right now. Like, I know math. I'm not stupid. Go ahead, Raj. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, bro. But yeah, as for them trading him, I don't think they get the market that they want. Will some teams put in offers? Sure. But Kadarius Toney did post his Instagram story. Something along the lines of, "Oh, don't believe everything you hear, see on the internet." So
Yeah.
see where that goes. And I think this has been taken out of proportion because the first person who reported the news that
Was a
Kadarius Toney
TikToker.
wasn't even a TikToker. He's
a real
big
reporter. He's
Pat
big on
Leonard, but
TikTok.
he's been exposed time and time again for not
He's
being
been wrong.
an accurate
so
reporter
times.
or just being like a tabloid reporter of all sorts. So I mean, obviously Taco will probably give a better idea about that. I don't know how good of a reporter Pat Leonard is, but by all
I
accounts,
heard
he's
he
not
broke the
great.
OBJ deal though. He was the first one on
I
there.
have heard that.
Yeah,
I did hear that, but
yeah.
other than that, like during the draft or whatever and whatnot,
haven't heard much.
he's been very just trying to
Fluky.
make a headline and not doing much other than that.
Look,
So we'll see how it goes.
Look. If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. Pat, if you broke the news, bro, we ain't got nothing but love and respect for the craft, baby. Straight up. Yo, you broke it. You accurate. Run that shit. Somebody told you something. You know something from somewhere because you got a Twitter check mark. So, you know something, motherfucker. Just saying. Don't let nobody out here in these Twitter streets, these TikTok streets discredit you. I know what that's like. Hey, yo, Payne, set it up. And I'm gonna start betting right now.
I mean, what's the value for Tony? Anyone have an idea? What's the value for Tony? Jorge, you've been in
Not
the
a
business
first-round
longer
pick.
than anybody.
Not a first round pick.
Even a second?
I think it'd be hard to give him a second. Injuries and attitude
Third?
are coming up with him. It's got to be a third.
If that, right? I mean, this draft is a great receiving core, right? So why would you
it's a bit
give a
reactionary,
third
but-
when a receiver could fall to you in the third? An undersized receiver of all things, right? Like,
But he was out there like getting it though.
He was doing his thing, man.
Tony,
balled
here's the
against
thing.
against the
Tony,
Cowboys.
Yeah, Tony has hands. Like, I'm not as someone
No,
that
I'm
played
not
for
saying
And he
Tony
can make
bad.
moves. He has wiggle.
we are
So
not
I'm
saying
gonna say
Tony
this.
is bad.
No.
What
But
we're saying is he had an unproductive season. If your team is trying to dump you,
Did he have?
What's
He
your
wasn't
value?
even expected to be a starter, bro. If it wasn't for the injuries, he was never going to start.
that's my point. So what is his value then, right? And the answer is we don't know. And if this class is heavy in wide receivers,
What team overdrafts a wide receiver in the first
wait.
round and that with no expectation to play him and start him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had
exactly.
it's Jason. It was Jason
He was
Garrett.
overdrafted.
It was Jason Garrett, the OC at that
overdraft
moment.
or not, it's
And
what you
Gentleman
get
was
with him.
trash.
So he's
fucking
basically
trash.
a early second rounder, end of the first round guy.
I'm
And
actually
you
making a
got
fucking
injured and you're
case
trying
for
to dump
Tony
him.
right
Whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa. Urban Meyer was gonna take him.
I'm defending Tony in the sense that he's probably worth the
Was
pick
he Taco?
to that team. But like no one's gonna go out of their way and be like, why are you getting rid of this guy? You get rid of your last year's first round pick for nothing. Like
I mean, we also have to think about it this way: that a first round pick this year, even if I'm thinking about it this way, the Steelers' number 20 overall pick is worth much more than last year's number 20 overall pick. So number 20 last year is a mid-second rounder this year, just based on the depth of this draft class. So I think it's unreasonable to be able to expect a first round pick this year.
Well, I'm not expecting anything this year. I'm expecting like
No,
Jorge
no,
said,
from
third,
the
and it's a
Giants'
skeptical
perspective.
third at best.
From the Giants'
So why
perspective,
would
they
you
want a
do
first
that?
rounder, right? So
So unless you're getting something that you really see in the third round, there's no team doing this. So it's probably
No.
the end of the third at best. It's a third round pick, as you would say. It's a third round. So yeah, it's I don't think this trade's happening. And if they did, that means it's a buyer beware situation, right? Like Devonte Parker got a third, but at least Devonte Parker is a big size receiver. So That's it on my end.
Okay.
The best thing they could do is just keep him, get his trade value up. He's still on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
With a potential 5th year.
And what's crazy, I see a lot of people are very hyped on this Kadarius Toney season.
There's potential for 4 years from someone to pay for him.
Yep.
I hope he's great. I'd rather have him be great than not. He's a free value at free.
Look, I'm gonna keep it true. Like, we always talk about the moments where fantasy meets reality. Ladies and gentlemen, you are living in one of those right now, and you don't even know it. This is your opportunity for your team to buy low on Toney. Motherfucking New York Giants. At the end of the day, that is an NFL level GM. At the end of the day, that is someone with a respected enough brain to sit in the same rooms as others with the respected enough brain to do that damn job. There was value sought. There was value seen. If I could get away with giving away a third, a fourth, and bring in Toney, I'm not wrong for doing that.
You're not.
And I'm not wrong for analyzing in that essence.
But wouldn't it be dumb if you're the new GM to deal off this guy? You're better off just seeing what he has this year than dealing him for a 4th round pick.
End of the 3rd, early 4th. Yeah, it's a tough
Your
call.
ROI on that is shit, and then you look like shit.
It would just be weird.
But we don't know what the ROI is. That's the
think about like
4th round pick. I don't know. I think Toney's shown enough that I'd rather let him play for a year and get his value back up.
Yeah. I mean, think about players that got traded the next year that were former firsts. Like, how many of those are good stories? There was an offensive tackle that got drafted early, and then he got traded to the Dolphins for like a 7th round, like a year later, because he had like 1,000 issues.
Yeah.
You know, I forget who it was. It was recent, a year or two ago.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. It was like, oh, wow. Like, it was more the name of it. The guy's name didn't matter because it was just the fact that he was a 1st round pick.
Yeah, it was like an early 1st rounder, went for a 7th the next year. Like, what is going on that kills your value so hard, right? So I just don't think those stories are good stories. You know, you're not getting these, like, I rarely hear, well, former 1st round pick traded for a 5th now becomes a star. Right? Like how many guys you know that did that?
All right, can we play a small name game with Kadarius Toney for Fantasy Football Dynasty?
Okay. Ooh, yes.
I'm down.
All right. Kadarius Toney or Gabe Davis?
Davis.
Give me Davis.
Okay.
Give me Davis.
Tyler Boyd or Toney?
There I would go Toney. Because you got Higgins, you got Chase.
I would take Boyd.
And Mixon.
Ben Mixon.
Okay.
I would take the flyer on Toney.
Yeah. Volume wise, he's gonna have more opportunity.
Jacoby Myers or Kadarius Toney?
Tony.
Okay.
Tony.
So we're right.
Myers
Tony.
doesn't. Hold on. Myers doesn't run enough routes for me.
Okay.
Exactly.
Myers don't got that whole tree like that. Here's the thing with
See,
Toney.
puppy.
Here's the thing with Toney. When I know a guy can da 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 along the motherfucking sidelines and reel the ball in, you presented me a factor to where in a high risk throw scenario, you could be a go-to guy. You catch contested catches. You fight for your separation.
He creates yards. I don't think Jacoby makes yards.
And
he gets the ball.
He gets open.
But he doesn't create yards. He doesn't make Mitch Rack that I remember off of.
And that's where that's where I'm kind of getting off at, where it's like there's something here with this with this Toney kid, and I think that there is more of a microscope that we need to put on this than what we have in other players in this scenario. There's something working here. It would have not just blown up fucking Twitter.
I'll tell you this now.
If it wasn't a big
traded,
deal.
I'm the Falcons. The Falcons should grab him because the Falcons could get him from basically nothing, and if they already expected to pick a QB in the first 2 rounds.
I heard the Giants won a 1st round pick for him, so I don't know if it's going to.
That's what I've been saying, right?
And
That's what I've been hearing.
But New York, but that's also New York being New York.
Yeah. I mean, I want a first round pick. For
I think
him.
what they're
I'm not
looking
gonna
at is
get-
the wide receiver market. Right now, the wide receiver market has exploded, and you have the
I wanna
Packers.
hit
But you're
Johnson
not. But
Foundation. It ain't gonna happen.
but you don't have the ability. But as the Giants, you don't have the luxury of looking at the market and being like, oh my god, like you can barely fucking pay anybody.
Well,
They don't have any wiggle room.
Bradbury's
They don't
contract.
have any leverage here, which is terrible. Like I don't know how they're expecting a first round pick when I could go and take a Sky Moore, Alec Pierce, Jahan Dotson in the second round, and I'm way more comfortable with one of those guys than I am with Kadarius Toney, right? I mean, they have no fucking leverage.
And I think that's how this came up. I think the Giants were sitting back having talks. Kadarius caught wind. Yo, they might be bringing another guy. Kadarius pulled the whole love and basketball. Ain't no freshman taking my spot. And fucking starting to throw a fit. That's what I think that is happening. To Taco's point, I don't think that he's going nowhere. Like realistically, I don't think that he's going nowhere. Let's get into this very next topic here. Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles, we said this is going to be a Rumboyz rookie episode. Eagles, JJ Arcega-Whiteside moving from wide receiver to the tight end. Does this move make JJ fantasy relevant? Why or why not? Go ahead, Payne.
Speechless.
He's doing something. Raj, go.
No, who fucking cares? They still have Dallas Goedert. JJ Arcega-Whiteside hasn't done shit, and he isn't going to do shit.
They've always ran two tight end spreads, and JJ should have been a tight end originally.
Should he have been a tight end? Yes. Does he have the size and weight to play in line? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think he doesn't have the weight and strength to play in line. Hell no. He can play as a slot tight end, but again, that's basically a receiving role. Bro, let's be real. What has he done in his NFL career so far?
It doesn't.
Has he proven anything?
It's a whole new clean slate, bro.
That doesn't matter.
I love you, but you fucking piss me off.
Matter, bro. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
That's like saying
it really does matter.
No, it fucking doesn't. He is a bust. He is the definition of a bust. Okay, is he gonna get a few more targets? Sure.
Bust, but we're talking about
might see the field.
Fucking speaking, bro. Answer the damn question.
Let's not do this, bro. Let's not. Okay, is he gonna be fantasy relevant? No. Is he gonna be more of a part of the Eagles offense? Sure. Is he gonna steal any targets from Dallas Goedert? Hell no. Is he gonna?
Said that Dallas Goedert was not gonna steal a damn thing from Zach Ertz, and what happened?
Because Zach Ertz is old. Zach Ertz was on his last fucking leg, like at least as an Eagle.
Zach Ertz was pretty good with the Cardinals.
Yes, he was.
He was good.
Yeah,
that's why I said he was on his last leg as an Eagle. Right?
Okay.
The Eagles are just about done with him.
No, they just stopped using him. They just stopped using him. They just phased him out.
I love Trey Burton.
It's like when you get tired. It's like listen. No, here's how I'm gonna put it. It's like when you're hooking up with a chick for a really long time and you realize, you know what? This hookup has been amazing, and this has been a great 2 weeks. But I think I want to go and hit something else.
Damn, after
I
2
feel
weeks,
like it's
the box
is
must have
the
been
original
whacked.
girl got a yeast infection, just like out down for the count for a little bit.
So just a random note,
Like because that was what happened with Ertz. Like he was down for the count, different injuries, and just kind of came back. And you're like, I like this other girl. I got Dallas over here.
Exactly.
And that's
Really-
what
really
happened
the
with
girls
Dallas. Dallas got his opportunity because of injury. JJ could get his opportunity because of injury. So we need to answer this as open-minded as fuck, bro.
I am being open-minded, bro. He has 20
is not
catches,
good
less than
player.
20 catches in 2 years of being a professional football player. That is not.
And how many times has he seen the field?
okay.
How many times has he seen the field?
Why
I've
did
seen
he
enough.
get on the
I've
field?
seen enough film to know he's dog shit.
He's seen the
Hey,
field.
hey,
Right?
hey.
He's seen
Bro,
the field.
okay, yo,
okay.
They also have Tyree Jackson. No. They also have Tyree
Jackson.
Jackson, a
He's seen the
quarterback.
field 8 times and has 20 catches.
God, bro, let's not.
You hop on
Okay,
the NFL
like I
field
said,
and get one.
they also have Tyree Jackson, a quarterback who's now converted to tight end, competing for a role. Does that mean all of a sudden
Tyree
he's switched
Jackson
position
is
and
not
he's
as nice. Tyree Jackson's not a
You're
pure
saying
blood.
that like JJ
He's
Arcega
not a
is
gas
nice.
JK, but JJ
you
is
put the respect on JJ Arcega, all right? He got beat out by Jalen Reagor. He got beat up by Quez Watkins. He got beat out by. Oh wait, these aren't good things. My bad.
Hold on. Whoa, those are
Robbie, you're in take.
Whoa.
He got beat out by
You're in
Travis
prospect
Fulgham.
take lock
Like,
right
come
now.
on.
Stop. I'll be completely honest.
Kobe Fleener, baby. He's
Receiver to receiver. I would fucking beat out JJ. I'm smaller than you. I can make quicker cuts, and I'm faster. You know, you got drafted as a receiver because you played receiver in college. You are a tight end. That is your role. Everyone's been telling you that's your role. You didn't want to make the switch. Now you're finally making the switch. I'm not saying that I'm going to draft him in fantasy, but if he's on the fucking waiver wire and Dallas Goedert goes down, lick my ass, I'm going to go and get him.
No, I'm going to go get him.
If he proves that he can do something, shit, I will take the L all day, but do I think he's going to do anything? Absolutely not. I still don't think
if he is available. If Dallas goes down, not the fucking Dallas
the tight end.
If I have Dallas on my roster and I need a handicap, sure. In any other situation where I have a serviceable tight end,
Henry before I took JJ Arcega-Whiteside on his own team by himself.
Absolutely.
For the record,
I would take 32 other tight ends before JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Now, see, I didn't call Ertz washed. I called him. I said he was done with the Eagles. The Eagles didn't want to use him anymore. He was injured. He was old. The Cardinals got a lot out of him, which is more than you can say for a lot of players.
So wait. So he was still serviceable. So wait, you're telling me that
he was a serviceable player, but the Eagles did not want to use him.
He was more than serviceable.
The Eagles don't want to fucking use anybody.
But okay, it's saying something. No, but at the end of the day, it's saying something.
Hold on. Here's the thing with the Eagles. The Eagles have too much talent to where even they can't even fucking evaluate a wide receiver.
Do they have?
Okay, so what's saying? Oh, they evaluated this wide receiver, and now when he moves to tight end, he's going to be a fucking star.
Exactly. And Jorge, to your point, correct. They do run the ball more than anyone else in the NFL. But they also, whenever they do choose fucking passing plays, to someone that needs to be boxing out, that needs to be goddamn 6'4", 220, you're using
JJ Arcega-Whiteside is 6'2", 210.
Stop it. And you're not using him on those. You're using goddamn Devonte Smith.
Then why did they use him before on those plays?
Are in the league.
They didn't use him before, bro. They've never had. Hold on. They have never. The Eagles have never. And I look from a football standpoint. Hold on, stop. From a football standpoint, I am happy the Eagles can't figure this out. From an analyst standpoint, the fact that you have football minds that can't figure out how to make the ball go this way versus this way is beyond me. I've always said, hold on. I've always said,
right. What has changed in Philly that they would use him correctly?
Their coaching staff.
They use different condiments on the cheesesteaks now.
Here's what will change. Here's what will change. The fact that I can now use from a stature standpoint. The fact that I now have.
And think about
this. Stop. I'm gonna defeat you, Raj.
Bobby, did you not? No, real quick. Did you not shit talk Nick Sirianni for 18 straight weeks last year?
And I'm still about to
now. What's different now?
Hold the fucking phone. Listen, young grasshopper. Listen. If you listen, I'm gonna fucking tell you, bro. Now that I know, if I'm Sirianni, especially dumbass Sirianni, if I'm a dumbass NFL head coach, I can't coach my way out of a wet paper bag.
I'm gonna use Jordan Howard at tight end. The
second that JJ lets me know, hey, coach, I'm willing to switch over to tight end, I can now open up the playbook. Because now I can run 12 personnel, which now makes it to where I can use Quez, which now makes it to where I can use Devonte. Because I was able to do that before because I had just too small of fucking personnel.
There's something that I do like about this, though. They say that Whiteside has put on some extra weight since
he's stopped. He's like Conor McGregor, bro.
When you look at tight ends overall, they're not the most athletic, they're not the best pass catchers. And if you're running an offense that's mainly run-based and you run with the two tight end system, he may just get enough time on the field where okay, initially he may not be that great, but then when when Goddard goes down, which it always seems like every year he has some sort of injury, he could definitely open up and be
off the field
not
injuries,
a star, but at tight end he could be serviceable. And
obviously
if I'm in that situation, if I'm
like
the fantasy football player, that was thinking that who are the two Dallas Titans, Jarwin and the fucking what's his name,
Dalton Schultz.
Schultz. If I'm the fantasy manager that has dealt with that in the past, I'm looking at this and I'm like, you better fucking pop off.
But J.J. Arcega-Whiteside 6'2". He's a little bit smaller for the tight ends.
But he has hand placement. And
he's also a good blocker.
Yeah, he put on the ground.
He's a good blocker for a receiver, not as a tight end necessarily. My thing is, at the end of the day, if he could not beat out Wes Watkins and Travis Fulgham as a receiver, what's saying he's going to beat out anyone as a tight end and Jalen Reagor? If you can beat out these three guys as a receiver,
he was much
he going to beat out as
bigger.
He was box out.
Much bigger.
He's a 6'2" receiver. He's not like 6'6" and fat. He's 6'2".
He's slim. He can come off the block.
Parker's bigger than him.
No, he's not.
Devonte Parker's 6'3".
Travis Fulgham is literally the exact same height as him. Travis Fulgham beat him out.
Sure, my point though, but that's like
Travis Fulgham is a carbon copy.
Drake London is fucking 6'5", but can't do what
the only upside to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside on the Eagles is that Eagles have been known to use two tight ends. It make him somewhat fantasy relevant, right? That's how we know Dallas guys.
We're gonna get into the last topic.
We
beat this topic to death. We beat this topic to death. We got into arguments, and I'm letting it be what the fuck it is. We're gonna get into this topic.
He's white, that he'd be a good tight end. That's what it is. You're like, that's a white tight end. It's perfect. No,
yeah, because that's my fucking take. So here, I'm gonna switch it up really quick on the show sheet. We're gonna get back into fantasy football talk.
Tim Tebow, the tight end.
This is honestly inspired.
This is J.J. Arcega-Whiteside or Tim Tebow.
I wish Tim.
You're all
Greg Ward Jr. I completely forgot he existed.
This topic is inspired by Jorge's show from last night. They were kind of chopping up about a couple of different draft picks. Some guys, well, they were just having the whole new faces, new places conversation, which spurred up my conversation here. Who is, and if you watch Jorge's show, you already know who I'm going to say. Who is a mid-tier fantasy football player that everyone should anticipate snagging on their teams this year come redraft season? We're thinking redraft. We are not thinking dynasty. Pat, you start, and then you pass to Jorge because I know Jorge has to head out in 10.
Pat Freiermuth.
Jorge.
Ooh. I didn't know you and Roger fucking.
I love Allen Robinson. I love Allen Robinson, wide receiver 36 on the extra consensus ranking. Love.
That's who I was gonna go with. That's who.
I'm sorry, I took him from you, Poppy.
No, I'm in agreement. Taco.
I'll find another one.
Take a white side.
No, go with that one. You're a dick.
What is wrong with you?
So because of Raj, I'm fucking drinking now. Go ahead, Raj.
Please do.
Because of Taco, I'm drinking.
I was fucking around. It was a joke. No, I like AJ Dillon. I just like the value you're gonna get on him.
I like it.
I think he gets 10 rushing touchdowns.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, can I get it for Taco's sake? Can I get a yeah? As much as I used to hate,
That's all you, bro.
I think
as much as I used to hate AJ Dillon,
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's ever gotten, like ever. His family don't even talk about him.
Stop it. Yes, they do.
They'd be like, aren't you guys? He's
gonna play some LL
That's not the Arcega-Whiteside you're talking about.
Hold on. If y'all have not, hold on. I have only cried ever once in my whole entire career as a reporter.
First
time podcaster.
Same here.
Yeah, there's first time for everything, right? First time for anal. The only time I ever cried, right? The only time I ever cried during a fucking interview was when JJ started talking about his mom and everything, like going through cancer. Bro, you like You want to talk about sitting? So like when in these interviews, I'm sitting like next, like super next. Like you ever sit so close to a person, you can feel their energy, like, and you could just feel like as he's telling this story, like the energy just pour off him and just rain off him, and like being drafted was just so much. Like I don't give a fuck if you're a bust or not. Like the fact that you got drafted, you accomplished something that I couldn't, so I could never be a hater. And the fact that you have the ability,
job interviews at Target, so he's pretty good,
right? like I mean, so like yeah, I mean, jokes aside, yo, shout out to our Thego Whiteside family. Just because like y'all are amazing, and you shared your story with me, JJ, so like that's dope as fuck. But Raj, what's or Taco? You already gave a mid-range guy. Raj, who's your mid-range guy?
I got a couple of guys. Tight end. I mean, I got someone at like every position. Some of my favorites though, I got to go Tony Pollard, who I think will still be a mid-range pick this year. Despite possibly being the RB1 in Dallas,
He might go ahead of Zeke.
I hope he goes ahead of Zeke, bro. He should. Zeke is dog shit. He's so much better than Zeke.
Fuck Zeke.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Tony Pollard is gonna be a mid-round pick just based on name value, even though he deserves to go earlier in the mid-rounds. But other than that, another guy I like is Irv Smith out of Minnesota. He's not getting too much attention because he was injured last year. Still a younger guy. Obviously, this is a redraft question, but still a younger guy, can improve a lot. You got Kirk Cousins, and you got a lot of attention going to those outside receivers and Thielen and Jefferson. Opens up a lot for him. So I'm probably going with Irv Smith, especially in the red zone.
Was
great.
I'm gonna give you bitches 3. It's gonna be wide receiver 21, Terry McLaurin. Me and Bobby Fuck on the side, and then wide receiver 25, Michael Thomas. And then
we do not fuck on the side, and my girlfriend is watching.
And then wide receiver 32, Brandon Cooks. I have no idea why these guys are wide receiver 2s and 3s. Like
McLaurin, Cooks, and who?
Michael Thomas, who, if he does return, is gonna
he burned.
And then Brandon Cooks, the wide receiver 32. What is going on right now? We got Amon-Ra St. Brown ahead of fucking Brandon Cooks.
Okay, see, 2 of those I can kind of understand because Michael Thomas hasn't played in 2 years, and Terry McLaurin. Despite how much I fucking love the guy, he's never been wide receiver 1 in fantasy terms.
Wide receiver 21 though.
Terry McLaurin's
a bit underrated for him for sure.
That's the rumor.
People are taking
Terry McLaurin is
underrated. 5 to 6 wide receiver spots ahead of Terry McLaurin.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
He deserves to be higher than 21.
Who's never been higher than wide receiver 20 in PPR?
Is it 20? I thought it was like higher. I thought it was like
2020. He played 15 games and still finished as wide receiver 20.
He's yet to have a quarterback, though, in all fairness.
I mean, he has.
He hasn't had a quarterback yet.
Fitzpatrick was there for like 3 minutes.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
I mean, Jerry Jeudy did what though? Why is Jerry Jeudy ahead of like half these guys on the list?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Freaking dangerous Wilson.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be that number 1.
Brandon Cooks is wide receiver 32. Those 3 are easily.
That's. I mean,
I like.
Where's Renfro?
Where's Kadarius Tony?
Next to J.J. Whiteside.
God damn it!
I think Deontay Johnson's like wide receiver 19 right now.
That's value.
Give me all of that.
Really?
Give me all that, Deontay Johnson.
So that is something.
I gave you 4. That's something I didn't know because those 4 guys are so bottom down.
For me, I'm gonna say Juju, because Juju he's still having falling value from what I'm seeing. Not falling value, it's kind of stable.
He is wide receiver 28.
I like Juju 28 more than I like Perry.
All right, well, it's each his own. But I am gonna say Juju. Juju is a guy that you should definitely pick up on your teams this year because he's gonna be forced now. Like, with Pittsburgh, he was forced to be the wide receiver 1, but like he wasn't mature enough to kind of like settle into that role. I think that now he can because it's Mahomes.
And he doesn't have to be the wide receiver 1 because Travis Kelce is going to be the de facto wide receiver 1.
Not
exactly.
Kelsey's a better field stretcher too.
Allen
he has some
Robinson.
juju.
Allen Robinson is definitely
That's
one of those,
sexy.
but I definitely want to make sure that I hit on Jalen Waddle.
Yes.
Because of the Tyreek Hill signing, and your casual home drafts, and you're very casual, the folks that are not paying attention to rankings and redraft, the people that are going to be catching up like late in the game, when they're in the draft room, what happens to those guys strategy wise, they often tend to forget that movement has happened, things have changed. And they're going to be so focused on the fact that the last news they heard about the Miami Dolphins is that Tyreek Hill is there, but that's going to leave Jalen Waddle open for you. So if you're in
Jalen
a
Waddle's
casual
wide
home
receiver
league,
14 right now.
How
Yeah,
much
if
are
you're-
you
but-
throw with two of
but
them?
not in a casual home league because of the acquisition of Tyreek Hill. In a casual home league, Waddle will fall.
He might fall
So
far.
I want to, and he could fall far. So I know for us analysts, Waddle is not a falling pick, but for you guys that are going to be competing in home leagues, that could very easily be a scenario.
So how do you guys feel about Devonte Parker though? He could be another one of those guys. 'cause he
In
could
New
be a
England,
volume
I
He's not a
love.
mid-round guy. He's at the
he's not-
end of the planet.
He's at the
kind
end.
of guy.
Yeah.
I think he could be a really big volume play
I'd
coming
take
into
him.
the season.
I would draft him. If I'm in an auction league, he's like a last down pick. If I'm in anything in a 18 rounder, he's somewhere in the 15 to 18.
Yeah,
range.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Zacchaeus is like a 12th, like 13th, like honestly
Low-key,
14th rounder. Yeah, like,
I would definitely. I'm going to shoot for a lot of Devonte Parker upside because he's going to be the wide receiver one. You'll get him in the 15th round. If he sucks, you cut him.
He's probably going to replace Nelson Aguilar completely.
let's go ahead and get into Jorge's sign off. I know he has to go and be with family really quick. So Jorge.
Oh, Robbie, como siempre. Gracias so much. I always love being
Siempre.
on Rumboyz After
Always.
Dark. It's always a good time. Thank you, everybody. Please make sure to follow me on Twitter at Jorge Martin 17, and we've got a lot. We're gonna have a little draft coverage next week, and also just one thing outside of football. I did a series of articles for Red Bull.
Yes,
And
he did. Yes, he
got-
did.
I'm very proud that redbull.com, millions of people follow them. I've got 2 of their articles on the scroll. They got a big event on this weekend, plane swap. 2 guys are skydiving out of their own planes.
What?
And they're going to skydive. They're going to skydive and go get into each other's planes and
That's
take
fired
over
up.
and fly. It's amazing. Please go to redbull.com. Check out my articles. You're going to see it. You're going to want to watch the event on Hulu on Sunday. So,
That
which
sounds
is
like
great.
something a bunch of white guys
and
do.
that,
It's
and that-
amazing.
and that is sports, ladies and gentlemen. That is
It is.
sports. So go check it out.
So, gracias everybody. Everybody, salud.
De nada,
Salud, everybody.
papi.
Just
Dale, don dale.
much love to the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Everybody, familia. You guys are all familia. Gracias. Salud.
Peace out, brother.
De nada.
Let's go ahead and get into the next topic here. I have 10 minutes left of showtime. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna share the screen with everyone at home.
Oh, I'm so ready for this. This is to make
I'm
my
excited for this
fucking
one.
dick.
This is
Hard, baby.
another all 22 production, and all 22.
No.
I want to
At
say
least it's
prop,
legal.
but an all 22 subject, a topic here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. They've been showing us a lot of love. We're showing them a lot of love. Here it is. There's some math involved. You have a $22 budget, ironically enough. Okay. You got $22. Build your motherfucking roster. QB, RB, receiver, tight end. Okay. You get one QB. You have to build your 11, 12, or 21 package. Okay. Build me your best fucking package. Positional weight values are over to the side. Obviously, with QB being the highest positional value. All right. We're gonna start with paying.
How many
Are these like
$22?
PFF numbers for
I'm
value?
ready.
And I need 1 to 2.
You have
RBs.
$22.
Yep.
I'm ready if they need more time. So if we want to start at the top first.
I will. I got this.
Okay.
So how many players do I need in total though?
5.
5? No,
5.
Oh, you only need 5?
Yeah,
because you're gonna
So
get one. We're
$5
gonna get
Herbert.
1 QB, 1 to 2 running backs, 2 to 3 receivers, and 1 to 2
Oh, so
tight ends. So
5.
you get 5.
I took 7.
So you get
had
5.
Oh.
Yeah,
I had a QB, 2 running backs, 2 receivers. 2
Raj,
tight
you're
ends.
too cheap, bro.
So Justin Herbert, $5. Antonio Gibson, $3.
Hey, make your take stall, please, so I can go to the bathroom. Make your take stall.
Oh, fast?
Yeah, or no,
That's
make
hard.
it stall. Make it stall. Make it stall.
All right.
Yeah.
So Justin Herbert at 5. I don't think any of these other QBs will put up fantasy relevancy and survive a season. I think there's 2 things that are tough. I mean, that's why Lamar Jackson cuts out. That's why Jalen Hurts cuts out for me. Mac Jones isn't just that relevant. Patrick Mahomes is great, but the numbers are repeatable. I think with Justin Herbert for $1 less. So give me 5 for him. You got to give me Antonio Gibson. He's just a value guy. He started picking up towards the end of the season. I think we started to see that. I think we can all agree that it was better than it was early season. So for $2, that's just money in the bank. And then I don't trust anything with Jace Edmonds because the Dolphins haven't had a run game since Ricky Williams. And you could say Jay Ajayi, but that was only 3 games. Maybe Lamar Miller, but not really. It wasn't consistent enough. So give me Gibson. I want to say Najee, but I kind of want to see what they do later. So give me DeAndre Swift for a little bit less. So that already puts me down at 7 plus 5, $12. So that means I still got 10. Cooper Kupp at 5, that's got to be an automatic. And then I would take Justin Jefferson at 5. That puts me at $2. My last $2 would be Noah Fant. I was considering T. Higgins and maybe taking TJ Hawkinson because I really do think Hawkins is a straight up value, and people kind of forget how great he was the first entire season, actually, until he took the injury at the end. But if Noah Fant has Drew Lock, I really like that. Drew Lock loves him. It's simple, and that's money in the bank for now. You can't pass on Cooper Kupp. You can't pass on Justin Jefferson. They're going to get games they're going to go wild every game. But you can't say the same about Devontae Smith. You can't say the same for T. Higgins. You can't say the same for Hunter Henry. Anything wrong with that?
Okay. So there's your lineup. So who do you have? You had
Herbert,
Herbert,
Swift, Gibson, Justin Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, and then Noah Fant. Rounding me at 22 on the dot.
There we go. All right.
6 players. Did you take Swift or Gibson?
Yeah. You have to take out one.
Huh?
No, you can have 2 running backs.
Did you take Swift?
Wait, no. Wait.
Gibson.
You have a total of $22.
Yeah, so 5 plus 7, that's 12.
Plus
no,
11.
no.
You took 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, that put me at 11. Okay, my bad. So I gotta drop a little bit. So it's gotta be.
If you just take Swift or just take Gibson, I think you're good.
I mean, I could, but that would put me. I would have wasted $1 not spending it. But yeah, then I'll just take Gibson. It's fine, and then maybe I'll upgrade it to TJ Hawkinson instead of Fant.
Okay. All right, who we got next?
I got mine.
I guess me, right? Okay. So I don't 100% know what the positional weights are. Like I haven't looked too much into all 22. So the positional weights, I'm not 100%.
You're also trying to spend on the positional weight too.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. So these guys,
because that's not necessarily. That's honestly not what I.
They're heavier on.
I'm not caring about positional weights. I'm not caring about positional weights for me.
We don't care about positional weights. If I'm looking at it from.
You can if you want to.
I didn't honestly. So I'm going budget with QB, which is something that I generally do just in all fantasy. I went Jalen Hurts, the cheapest guy. He had a top 10 or what is it? He was a QB1 last year in fantasy. No matter how shit he is as an NFL player, he is a fantasy producer. I don't care what I mean. There's a reason he's going in the second round in Superflex startups because he produces in fantasy.
Like it's all 22, so you're thinking
it's all garbage.
Different.
See, that's my thing is like I don't know exactly how all 22 operates as of right now.
You'll have offensive linemen and stuff like thrown in.
See, that's my thing. Which is why some of my other picks, which is what I take into account with some of my other picks, right? After that, I take Najee for $5.
Of course,
he gets running work. I mean, he's a I mean, like,
So
it's kind of with the brand, right?
Rated really high last year.
Just keep it on brand, fucker.
I got to keep it with the brand, but I mean, he gets passing work. He's a workhorse back. As much as I hate him being a workhorse because they're fucking just deteriorating the guy. But I'm gonna take Najee for $5. Then I'm gonna take the white boy duo for my receivers, Hunter Renfrow and Cooper Kupp. I mean, you really can't go wrong with the two of them. You've got two white QBs also, which I just realized. You got Matt Stafford and Derek Carr thrown to him. Derek Carr just re-upped on his contract. Hunter Renfrow's value for $2, in my opinion. He is more than solid as a wide receiver too. I think he has wide receiver 1 upside. I don't even know. He might have finished as a wide receiver 1 this year. I'm not 100% sure. And then Cooper Kupp, the number 1 player in fantasy this year. I don't know how the fuck Justin Jefferson is ranked above him in value. Makes no sense to me, to be honest with you. And then with my tight end, I ended up spending $21. And my tight end, I took Kittle. And that's taking into account how much he works in the blocking game. Because with all 22, I'm assuming they're getting points for blocking as well. Right? I mean, if there's offensive linemen being taken into account when it comes to the
Give me your goddamn fucking $22 budget.
Motherfucker. Okay. Goddamn. Okay. Hurts for $2. Najee for $5. That brings me up to $7. Renfro and Kupp, that's $8. That brings me up to $15. Then for Kittle, $6. That brings me up to $21.
Okay.
Again, I don't know exactly how all 22 works as of yet, but
all right,
if
you fulfilled your $22 fucking pledge.
I fucking spent 21, bro. Give me a Snickers bar on the side. Give me a McChicken, dog. Fuck.
Spend it on a stripper. You're good.
Give me a fucking McChicken and I'm set. You can destroy all these fuckers. Let's go.
All right, so it's 5 players, right?
I don't even know.
I got my 5.
What you can get, Daddy?
We're gonna rock it out with Pat Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, and Justin Jefferson. That's 18 off the rip. Then we're gonna take Renfro and Fant because we're gonna gotta make $22, right? That's 5 players right there. Top quarterback, top wide receiver, top running back. Hunter Renfro is super serviceable, and Noah Fant got up. I'm telling you this right now: Justin Jefferson is gonna beat the shit out of Cooper Kupp this season because with Allen Robinson being there now and that being a running type system, Cooper Kupp will not be able to reproduce those numbers that he had last year. No way in hell.
No one's gonna reproduce those numbers.
That math adds up, but it just doesn't make sense.
Justin Jefferson. Let's put it like that.
How the fuck did you end up getting 3 of the top players and still say under the budget? That makes
because I know how to do math, motherfucker.
Clearly, like that just didn't compute for me. Because with these type of challenges, it's normally like you can afford 2 of the top players, and then
it's simplistic.
So it just didn't like.
I fucked up with the extra pick. But.
I mean,
if you look at mine, it's Herbert, Gibson, 2 top receivers, Hawkinson. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it is good for sure. It's just I don't know. I just didn't compute taking 3 of the number 1
saw
players on the
Harris,
board.
You were trying to find a way to buy him 4 times.
Yeah, you were cheating.
See, bro, I would gladly do that. Najee,
and Harris.
Najee. Yeah, I get it.
And then just like half of a Najee for $2.
I don't know what this is.
With the little cup. Your little Cooper Kupp.
My little Cooper Kupp.
Najee Fant is his last guy.
All right, am I up?
Okay. All right. Yep.
So my initial one was what Peng said. Peng and I have sex on the side basically because we're right on the same page there. But I'm gonna take the entire bottom 2 rows, which adds up to $20, and I'm gonna upgrade Mac Jones to Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to upgrade Devonta Smith to T. Higgins.
There you go.
And I'm rocking with depth.
You're confident with Devonte Smith and Hunter Renfrow, you said?
No, T. Higgins and Hunter Renfrow.
Oh.
I'm upgrading from Smith to Higgins with the extra dollar.
I like Hunter Renfrow, and we were jerking him off all last season, and it's just one of the things that I'm always kind of scared of is like he could be a one-hit wonder. He could be like a Brian Hartline type of guy where he just had this really cool season or 2 seasons and then goes away.
Wasn't he good in college too, though?
I mean, all these guys are technically good in college. That's how they come into the NFL.
And then he has
I liked him as a prospect.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside was good in college.
I would put him on my team.
No, I like Hunter Renfrow coming into the league.
I like him too.
It took him a minute to get figure out his role and get used in that role. And I
mean,
think
it's fucking
that
Oakland.
while it may not be Las Vegas, it may not be that what he's had last year for the rest of his career, like to that level. I think he's got a solid NFL career coming.
He could be like, and I think I don't
My
mean this in a
shit
bad way, but he might be
is-
like an 800 to 900 yard guy for the rest of his career.
Yep.
But that's still good.
And that's
Well,
great.
My
That's
shit is
him,
so
it's fine.
fucked. My
Wait, so
shit is
we do
fucked.
need 6 players? I'm so fucking confused, bro.
Wait, 6 or
No,
5?
You have to make 22.
know,
You got to make a
man.
22. Just hit 22.
Hit 22.
All right. So here's what I got.
In the casino.
Here's what I got. It's my turn now, right?
He's gonna be like Carson Wentz, not even on the list. Antonio Gibson,
Right. Fuck.
Terry McLaurin, Logan Thomas.
No.
Nick
For real. Do
Jones.
not hold on. Do not let Payne's. Do
Yami
not
Brown.
let. Wait. Do not let Payne's defamation of character make you think that way. If
Marty
you
already
really
for
follow me,
Commanders,
yeah.
man.
If you really follow me, you know what's good. So I'm gonna start off at QB. I'm gonna go Lamar. Obviously, we're gonna keep it black. We
On brand.
on brand, baby, on brand.
Get yourself
I
a
get
nice
the
right
rush-
running back too, right? Make him really carry that workload.
But no, for real though. Deep down in the trenches though, I get someone that can run, that can pass, they can do a lot of different things for me. I know that he's going to connect with his own tight end on his team who's not listed, Mark Andrews. That's going to make up a lot of points. Just that Baltimore team is just great. Lamar is just great for fantasy.
Andrews
You
is
got a stack. That's
$5
good.
receiver or $5 tight end, bro.
Oh, he is. He
Kittle.
is. He
You took Brittle Kittle.
is. Mark Andrews is a $5 tight end,
Hey,
but I'm not spending.
yo,
that for him,
relax.
so fuck
Kittle's
that.
the best tight end in the league. Don't do that.
Mark Andrews is better than him.
Stop
What
it.
you
Can
talking
I
about?
fucking
Don't do
Hey, yo,
that.
Robbie,
Bravo,
give
whose
us
fucking
Take
take
your
is it?
single Whiteside
Whose
yet.
take
I'm
is
tight
it?
end.
Robbie
Let's find
Stein,
out.
check
I'll
in
have
him
to
and
give
give
a
us
minute.
I love that I have like another East Coaster on the set because like he's the only person I can get Aki with. So you know, like
Damn, these Pirates are really gonna win.
dude, let's not talk about that. Let's just not. So I'm gonna go Lamar. In the $4 column, I'm also gonna go DeAndre at running back. At $5, I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp.
You said to keep it black, and you went two white
Listen,
guys.
no, I said the QB position.
Right.
I said the QB
Yeah, you got
position.
the
You fuck.
only like two white receivers possible, and then like the two white.
up.
You didn't even get Noah Fant.
Let me do this. So
You
I got
couldn't even represent
Lamar.
Noah Fant.
I got Lamar. I got Lamar. I got DeAndre Swift. I got Coop. I got Antonio Gibson. At $4, I got T. Higgins as a compliment to Cooper Kupp. And then at $2, I have Noah Fant as my tight end. So I went with a 2.
Chase Edmonds, huh?
No one likes Chase Edmonds. No one fucking trusted.
Hold on.
Can I take JJ Single Whiteside for 5 cents?
Fuck you.
Well,
Can I
here we
do
go.
that?
So the next part of this, it's you got to keep drafting. Like
No melanin on Rogers' squad.
Hey, yo, okay. To be fair, there was not a lot of melanin on the whole board other than running back. Let's be real. If y'all look at that, there was not too much melanin there.
I kept you Noah Fant. Oh, you guys are talking about. And then what's the Hawkins? They had extra
Raj would have drafted me if there was a chance.
Oh my god,
Pat's great, bro. Pat's a $22 player. He's my whole squad.
Hey, let's do this. Let's do this final topic really quick. So the Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray is entering his 4th season where he's set to make $5.5 million. Should Kyler go to a different team or should Arizona cough up the money and pay the man? Pat, you start off. Just
NFL, I'm tired of this. It's exhausting. This quarterback's leaving. This quarterback's moving. This wide receiver's not happy. At this point, we just need a new NFLPA bargaining agreement. Like that needs to happen sooner rather than later. At this point, if this is what the world looks like, I think Kyler has to stay. I don't think he's moving somewhere and going to a better situation, getting more money right away. And
so, are you agreeing with Ian right now? Are you agreeing with the homie Ian Rappaport?
what did he say?
The homie. All right. So this topic does come off of what the homie Ian did say. And the homie was straight up like, bro. Like I'm not saying this in Ian's words, obviously, right? Yeah. But like the homie was basically like, yo, I think that it's best that if him and Cliff stay together, they found each other at the right time, they're prospering together. It'd be stupid for them to kind of split.
Oh, Josh Rosen's out there right now. All right, he knows the system.
Oh, I definitely agree. Kyler's with the right coach.
Is he though?
I think Cliff has actually utilized him.
I think Cliff has done the best that he could do to bring out that skill set.
Yep. But at the end of the day, Kyler is extremely talented. Kyler's still, and I hate going to this. He's a little dude. You can coach.
We see it in the film.
You can put him in great situations, and he can make plays happen with his legs to make up for that size. But you can't make up for that size every single down.
No.
Yeah. I mean, we see that at the line. It's no joke these days.
I mean, we just talked about a lineman coming in at 6'7".
Yeah, I mean,
like he's a full 14 inch, not 14 inches. Is he 14 inches? No.
Wow, I think he's 5'9".
He might be
10 inches taller than Kyler. Like,
here's my thing with Kyler. I don't know who else is going to execute the playbook and call the right plays for you other than this man. I don't know who knows you better. And I think that's why you put out the tweet of Arizona's my home. Because if we remember a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago even, we were talking about Kyler possibly like up and leaving. But like now when we have a moment to really sit back, regress, I don't know if it's best for him to leave. And I'm in agreement with that.
An article of a letter.
Yeah. Taco, how do you feel about Kyler in this situation?
Well, I saw a report that the GM was saying there's absolutely no way they trade, Kyler Murray. Doesn't matter what the hell is going on right now. They're not moving him because, let's face it, there's a lot of players that get drafted number one as a quarterback that don't deliver half of what Kyler Murray's been able to do. And
you're not drafting anyone out of this class that's better than Kyler Murray. Let's just say
None. And when you think about his ability to run and pass, it's very few players have that. And we've seen guys like Russell Wilson and we've seen guys like Breeze who are a little shorter still be able to deliver, and they don't have the speed that Kyler Murray has. I think that if you put him with if he was with Harbaugh and with the Ravens, he'd be the same thing that he is now, if not better, because I think he's a better coach.
Or even if he was with the 49ers, I guess Shanahan calling out a lot of shit.
Yeah. Even if he was with the Rams, McVay would turn him into a monster. So I think that there is a good situation where he could end up in, but he has to be in a good situation. He's not the kind of guy where you expect him to walk into any team and be able to be a beast. He needs a coach that's going to say, this is what you do well. Let me build an offense that can deal with that. So is that his best situation? For now, yes. But I think it's really going to come down to what's going on that made him feel that way. There's something underlying there between the Cardinals and Murray. And if it gets to the point where it's a toxic relationship, you're going to have to move on and cut bait. And personally, I love that the NFL is now turning more into the NBA where players are like, nah, bro, you're fucking with me. You're fucking my money. It's no guaranteed money in football. My career could be over next week. Like, this is a violent game. Fuck you. Put me in a spot to win and play my best and show off. So I like that there's more player empowerment. I don't think that necessarily
I love player
doing it
empowerment.
right. I don't think they're all doing it right.
I don't think that they're all doing it right, but in order to figure out how it gets done right, we have to go through these times right now.
Yep.
The NFL has never seen a precedent standard set by the players.
Yep.
So this is the first time that we're seeing that, and we all know how my take goes with that.
I'm for the players.
I'm for the players. I always
Especially because
am.
it's not guaranteed contracts, but it's the most violent sport where you can literally like come out this week and not come back next week.
Here's the thing. I know the players. I don't know the owners.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're going through. I don't know what the fuck they're going through. So I'm gonna, they're billionaires.
What the billionaires going through?
I don't give two fucks, but I give a fuck what you're going through, because even if I work in corporate America for fucking 6-7 years, like I could eventually get to what you're doing. Like I could, you're more closer to me than what the fuck we realize.
Yep.
Your tax record can kind of in some ways affect mine. So I like that you brought that up. That was very astute of you, and I thank you and I appreciate you, brother, for that take.
Mm-hmm.
Raj.
Sorry, Kyler.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Last topic. You only got to round out the show. Come on, dog. Finish strong.
Just a little bit of pressure.
That's what she said.
Okay. As for Kyler,
I didn't even know that Raj was a member though. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's fucked up, yo. You didn't even give me a shout out.
Yo, Raj is a member, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a shot. Dilly.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Boom.
Patch takes a sip from his water bottle. I see how it is. Can I take a shot for you, boy?
Stop. I've been on water all week. I'm not allowed to take a shot now.
Okay, yeah, but as for Kyler, does he deserve to get paid? Probably. Does he get paid by Arizona this year? I don't know, man. It's a really decisive situation right now.
It's dicey.
It is very dicey because if they don't pay him, he has the power to sit out. If they do pay him, at this point, okay. See, my thing is that quarterback contracts are in a different world. It's a completely different league for quarterback contracts.
It's a slippery slope. Yeah.
After Deshaun Watson. Because if you think about it, there's guys like Lamar Jackson and this and that saying, oh, I want Josh Allen money. I want Patrick Mahomes money. Now all these top QBs are going to be saying, nah, I want Deshaun Watson money. I want a fully guaranteed $200 million contract, which is a lot for organizations to cop up.
But that is a situational contract, though. I don't think that reflects the market. Do you feel it does?
Did he get $200 million guaranteed?
I think the market will adapt, because once that contract is out there, the market is going to adapt, and guys are going to want that kind of contract.
As long as he's winning, yes. If he's losing, that makes it to where the market can now refluctuate back to how it was.
Remember what
his contract. He came into the league a year after Lamar. Lamar hasn't been paid yet.
Yeah.
Lamar has not been paid yet.
Lamar's got an MVP.
But the thing is, Lamar, that quote is from Lamar. I want Josh Allen money.
Yep.
But now he probably wants Deshaun Watson money.
He wants all that guaranteed.
He wants
he should be given it though.
The owner, whether he deserves it or not is a different conversation.
I don't think that Kyler deserves that money. So
but that's the thing. Whether he deserves it or not, but that's what he's gonna ask for though. That's what all top QBs are gonna ask for.
He deserves close. So what I feel like there's this median. There's this median between when you have a guy, like if you know that you don't have a guy, fuck paying that motherfucker, bro. Like straight up, like you have to be very. The person on the other end, on the receiving end of the business still has to be aware and acceptable that I did not perform to meet these contractual obligations. As long as you are aware of what those obligations are, and the NFL is a very business where they give us the details of a contract of what we need to know. There's probably so many different incentives and shit living in that we don't know. Kyler, I won't say that he deserves that Lamar, that Josh Allen-ish, but give the motherfuckers some cheddar. Like, break them off close too. So I like that Raj brought that up. Like, he may not be that, but what else are you gonna get? Like, what else is there?
I would trade for him from the Giants.
I'm not like, if I'm the Giants, I'm like, please, like, I'll keep Daniel Jones as my quarterback. I'm not going to include Daniel Jones, but like, give me anything but Daniel Jones. Like, you're right. Like,
and we'll pay it. Like, in this market, are you kidding me? We'll finally sell some tickets.
Bro, Malik Willis could probably be a better passer than fucking Daniel Jones at this point.
We're waiting for next year.
No, and you should. Raj, was there anything that I took away from you, brother?
Raj is out for now.
Yeah, he's off screen. All right, go ahead, Payne. Let's wrap up the show.
So I think Kyler should. Okay. Kyler is probably going to get paid because quarterbacks are rare, right? Even
rare.
Above average quarterbacks, even more rare. And I'll give Kyler above average. He's talented. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I'll draft him in all 22 though because I want to make my all Asian team. He's quarter Korean. I'll take it, baby. I'll put Patrick Chung too. Put him at safety, baby. And Taylor Rapp. That's my safeties. I know Patrick Chung's out, but I don't care. Represent. But I mean, he's making Deshaun Watson. Money is guaranteed. Looked it up. $46 million per year guaranteed for 5 years. And I think that's just
and has no MVP and has no ring.
No rings, barely playoff wins against real teams. I think he won a sandwich once against a shit team. I think he played like a hurt Raiders team.
Yeah,
so
I think it was like some shit like that. Yeah.
The contract that makes the most sense, and people want to give Deshaun Watson the props. Actually, they should give it to Kirk Cousins. He was one of the first guys to get fully guaranteed.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. Yeah, Cousins.
Right? 3 years, $28 million per year for a total 84. That's a contract I think I'm okay living in. 28 to 46 is a huge jump. 28 to 46, to put in perspective, that's 2 Melvin Gordons. That's Connor Williams plus whatever. That's Teron Armstead and a friend.
What percentage of the cap is that?
Like
25% or more, right?
Oh, wait. Hold on. What was the numbers again, Payne?
$46 million for Deshaun Watson, $28 million for Kirk Cousins. Patrick Mahomes is at 50, but I mean Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl, so that's okay.
And we're figuring out the difference in what?
Cap. What percentage of
the cap? Overall cap, what's the actual cap number right now?
You're looking, yeah.
230?
Let's say, yeah, you're looking at like 23, 230, like something like that. Like
that's crazy.
We can Google this. What's the NFL cap?
Like
probably like 225, I think.
It's usually like 220, 230, something in that line.
I think it's 230. I think it is 230 this year.
Something like
That's
that.
right?
Like,
so like when I did the math.
$6 million. No, this year's cap is 208.
Oh.
Next year's it's 225 to a 2023 year. And the year after that's 256, apparently. So 208 million, and Deshaun Watson is 25% of your fucking team.
But remember, the first year he makes 1 million, and after that, when the cap goes up, that's when his number goes up as well.
So I would rather have Kirk Cousins for 10% of my fucking team than Deshaun Watson for 25.
Kirk Cousins.
So then, what should Kyler do then? Knowing that
Kyler should be around.
Kyler and his agent know this information.
Kirk Cousins should be a little bit ahead of Kirk Cousins because he is younger. Kirk Cousins is a little bit older. Actually, I think works against quarterbacks because age actually makes quarterbacks better. But give or take, he gets a 5 years, 32 million.
What is the so hold on. I know that we all been drinking and stuff. What does the professional negotiation sound like as an agent? Like, what do we think the agent? Because I feel bad for the agent right now. Like just a heart. Like he doesn't have coming from
Pay
someone
me my
that
money, bitch.
Yeah.
It should be, hey man, my body's on the line, as Taco said. I need to see guaranteed money. I don't need 200 million with 50 guaranteed. I need 150.
And that's why I need to turn it into a professionalism conversation, because
how the fuck do you look?
I would hate to be Kyler Murray's agent.
Yes.
Negotiating this contract like right now, because to Payne's point, that's the low end that I can go, but I mean there's a very vast high end that I can go as well.
Yeah.
If I'm Arizona, I don't have enough time to deal with that negotiation and headache. Like that negotiation and that headache. It sounds less rewarding to go through those negotiations than what the outcome could really be. So at that point, for me personally, I'm just like, pay the man, because I don't want to deal with the time. Like that's time that I could spend on other places for my team needs.
But remember this, with Kirk Cousins, he literally used the Jets to boost up his value higher than it should have been.
He's Washington.
Open market as a free agent. So his agent had a lot more flexibility, because once they got the offer from the Jets, he can go to the Vikings and say, you beat this offer, I'm here. Whereas Kyler, I don't think that Kyler's agent.
I think
Well,
this is
he
more
can't
so.
because he's under contract.
But I don't think that his agent has the skill set to pull the deal off. If Kyler was with a Drew Rosenhaus, this deal would have been done. If he's with a Todd France, this deal would have been done. But Rich Paul, like when we look at like some of the lesser name agents in our industry, we know guys that are low level agents that aren't making deals happen. That maybe have a high level client here and there. If I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be this show is here to discuss the whole aspect of the NFL business. I'm gonna be the person to attack the agent. I'm not. I don't usually do this, but this is your fault. Like as the agent, your job is to navigate the market, bro.
So then I got a question for you, Robbie. Let's just say Kyler Murray says, "I'll make my power play. You want to not pay me? I want to sit out." Do you then look at trading him, or do you try to then give him the money to get him to come back?
If I'm the agent, or if I'm the organization, if I'm the organization, then I got to do what I got to do, and I got to move on. I got to trade him.
Knowing how hard it is to find a quarterback.
But if I'm the agent, like I'm like, bro, we just fucked ourselves out of a deal. Like you better hope this next team pays the deal.
If you're that team though, you're letting. I'm not trading Kyler. I'm letting him sit.
Yeah.
At that point,
you're a rookie.
His value depreciates as a young quarterback. We talked about age being important for quarterbacks because that comes with experience. Him sitting out for upwards of 2-3 years because they've got a 5-year contract.
I don't know if I'm his agent. I don't know if I'm his agent. I'm letting him do that. I don't know if I'm his agent. If I'm his agent, I'm not letting him do that.
Be a free agent.
But if I'm his agent, I'm not letting him do that. Not at that position. I'll let a receiver sit out. I'm not letting a quarterback sit out. So like this situation with Kyler is super sensitive.
What if they franchise tag him? Like once his contract is done.
God,
but what is the franchise tag going to be at that point?
Even still, that's not what he wants. You're going to lose him, but you're going to lose him though.
Yeah.
They already lost him.
The franchise tag, he's not worth franchise tag money.
If I'm Arizona, I'm locking this deal down. I'm locking it down right now.
But if you're Tyler, what are you asking?
I don't have time to gamble on my future. Like I really don't have time. Like I could die tomorrow.
But if you're Kyler, what are you asking for, Robbie? Because think about it like this. So as much as I want to say I could give Kyler 32 million, 35 guaranteed for the next 5 years, he would be barely making more than Kirk Cousins and Ryan Tannehill. Are you okay with that?
If he stands to make 5.5 this year, let me just boost him to 30. Let me just break you off at 30, 32.
So
let me give you 32. Let me give you 32. Let me give you $2
million more than Kirk Cousins.
Shout out 32-bit.
Shout out 32-bit already. Yo, let me give you 30. Let me give you 30, 32. Like I don't have to break that 35 threshold because you said the threshold was 35, right? Was that the number?
No.
Let me give a math right. Let me give a math right. What was the threshold?
So we're looking at, let's say 35. Would you do 35?
Yeah,
I would do 35.
Higher than Kirk Cousins.
Listen, there's no way in hell Kirk Cousins and Tannehill should get paid more than him. If that's the market, he can't say you're going to get less than Tannehill. Come on now.
That's no. But my point is,
and Tannehill was an $80 million man.
Do you want to be close to Tannehill, Kirk Cousins? I'm not saying that you're going to be less than, but
he deserves it. But yeah, I do.
So he's close to them.
But we're working with $5.5 million a year.
Yep.
On this current contract.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
But as your agent, but I'm defending the agent. If I'm on the stand, all right, I'm the agent. I'm giving my case as an agent.
Yep.
I have to make sure my client gets a bigger and better deal. Yep. I realistically don't care what the amount is. But 5.5 million, 5.5 for what he's about to go through, it's not it. Yeah. You're right. That's where the 5.5 comes in. So for that talent level, I'm gonna keep 100. If he was coming to the Washington Commanders, I ain't paying fuck. Yeah. I'm not dumping 5.5 a year on you. Fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Come on, jerk my dick the long way, bro. No, bro. I can't. I can't imagine not giving him that worth. And it's not because I interviewed him. It's not because I know him. It's not because I know his publicist. His publicist is right the fuck here, bro.
Okay, but what would you pay him for the Commanders? $35 million a year? Guaranteed?
Yes, I would drop to 35, baby.
I'd go to 40.
But that's not enough. What if he wants
40? I would go to 40. I'd go to 40.
What's your cap?
40 is my cap.
I give him 25% of the overall salary cap.
You would really give Kyler Murray 25%,
especially if you're a team like the Commanders or like the Giants.
I'm not giving him 25. Yeah. I'm not giving him 25.
That's what $40 million is, though. It's basically,
that's basically what 40 million. But no, I get where Payne is coming on. It's
exactly. Under 20%.
It's just under. I'm willing to run it. I'm
willing, man. It's
so tough. Payne, brother, bro. You and I, we're both former military. We're both.
I mean, after that year, it'd be a little bit less.
Hear me out. Our whole job was to run into risk, right?
Yeah.
Like, I might as well just take the fucking risk, bro. Like, that's the way I'm looking at it. And call me and say that, I'm losing my mind or whatever, but over these guys are in this class or having to wait next year and hope that one of them hits.
No, definitely shouldn't do that. They should definitely pay Kyler. I think that's what I said. Even above average QBs get paid, right?
I think that Kyler's getting fucked, honestly.
Yeah, I do.
But would you pay? Cap goes to 230 next year, which is cool, and then Kyler makes 35 to 40 guaranteed per year for the next 5 years. I think that's an
reasonable.
Okay deal. It makes sense.
Sustainable. That's what I'm
but
saying.
I think
just
the
do it
difference
now.
between 35 and 40 is a lot bigger than
it's supposed to go to 250 in 2023 or 2024, right?
That's what I'm saying. Make it now. Just do it now.
Yeah. If I'm the Cardinals, I do this now because it's going to cost me more later.
But what
you let him rock out?
What's he gonna reinforce for Kyler that? Oh, I cried about my salary 2 years ago and I got paid more. Well, salary cap now went up. I want my money again.
What is that going to do?
That's a different situation.
But that's also the NFL. What is that going to mean?
Remember, we know that the NFL is going to fucking blackball him and give him shit. No, get your money now, player.
Yep.
Get it now. And that's all. That's the only way I can say that. It's like, get it now.
Because think about it.
It sounds fucked up coming from me, though. Like, it sounds fucked up coming from me.
Remember this: a number one pick like Baker Mayfield, who busts. How many other number one picks have busted? And you look at Kyler Murray, who has all the skills, all the talent, and if you put the right people around him, he could win you a championship. I mean, I don't think he had nobody last year. Like Hopkins was gone all season.
Kyler's nasty.
Win championships though with heavy contracts like that? I don't think they really do. It's a tough one, man.
We know that is. Stop it. I'm going to hit you with quick math. We know that is a 22% chance of the time. That means you have a 22% chance if you pay the quarterback to then win. And the whole entirety of the thing, that's not a whole fucking lot, all right? So let's just...
Is that statistic skewed just because of Tom Brady, though?
No, it's not an excuse. Those numbers are
no, that's skewed.
No, I'm saying skewed. Like...
Yeah, those are skewed. You're right. They are skewed.
It's like the first round draft picks stat.
Yeah,
Tom Brady really screws that up because he was a 6th round draft pick.
If I'm Arizona, technically. If I'm Arizona, I'm taking my chances. Like I'm Arizona. What
you
the
pay
fuck
him.
chances?
You pay Kyler.
Yeah. But I'll say this: the NFL should look at what the MLB did with the young players. If they hit because you're on such like $5 million contracts and you're giving your body up, especially with running backs. You need to do okay, you hit these thresholds, you'll get an extra bonus that doesn't hold against the team caps or something like that.
Those are so in the NFL, and the NFL has the same thing. It's called loaded incentives.
Let me throw a wrench.
We don't call them.
I mean, that's after the rookie contract, right? That always kicks in.
Would you trade Kyler
for the rookie
team that has a
those
quarterback?
Kids are getting fucked, especially
quarterback.
No, I'm not trading Kyler to a team that has a quarterback. Fuck.
So,
no.
like, let's say you can get Kirk Cousins and have him extend for 3
Hey,
more
really
years.
quick. Hey, shout out to all 22. Bobby's up in the chat. Bobby, we did a segment. We did 2 segments actually for all 22.
We did.
So make sure you go back, rewind, and check it out. Dilly. Yeah,
Some shout
all
outs to
22.
PFF.
Make sure you guys check it
All
out.
the good content they got going.
Yes, definitely check out all 22 for all their content. Give them a follow on all social media platforms. You're gonna be seeing a lot of all 22 on Rumboyz here in a couple of weeks. So show a lot of love because we give it a lot of love, and that's what we do, baby. Let's go. Fellas, anything else that we need to wrap up that topic? I think that we did the best that we could realistically with the information and details that we are given. And I know that this being a guy that is close enough to the channel, that we all feel a bunch of different ways. Like, it's like fuck, like Kyler's a rum boy. We talked about Debo earlier. Debo's a rum boy. Terry McLaurin was brought up in the show, rum boy. We didn't bring up AJ Brown, but AJ Brown, a rum boy. There's
JJ.
a lot of JJ rum boy. There's a lot of guys that we interviewed from that 2019 class, and that's why that 2019 class was so impactful for you guys. I love that our channel is able to exist and be a breathing ground for you guys to understand some of that knowledge base. We're coming with you guys here for the NFL draft. What's up?
We didn't talk about this though, just because it's just one little last thing. Matthew Stafford resigned for $40 million a year. I don't think it's all with a good chunk of it guaranteed, 30 of it not. Do you think he messed up a little bit of the market?
A Super Bowl winning team is gonna mess up the market.
I remember how many years he played.
No. I mean, I would argue.
You're right. Before that. You're right. Before the ring and everything.
Yeah, I would argue he got shortchanged. Could they use that against him? Your division rival, buddy. He's 130 mil guaranteed and got the Super Bowl ring. He's only getting 40.
Look, the Rams paid up to get other guys at the deadline.
And Cup already said he doesn't want to be the highest paid on the market.
Nope.
That is true.
Yeah, Cup is he's chilling. So here's what I'll say about the Rams. The Rams have some shit figured out internally.
Yep.
That we should not even begin to speak on because they're trying to do some shit right now, and it's very evident.
Patriots it.
Yeah, they're trying to Patriots it. So I'm just gonna respect that process, and I'm just gonna shut the fuck up about that. Like straight up.
I'm just saying. I think Kyler. I think it's a good argument point against Kyler, though. I can't pay you more than a.
I get that. I get that.
That's
it's
different, though. He does.
It's not. No. Not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that. That Super Bowl champion had proven a lot more before leaving a disastrous team. Not the narratives are not the same. Sorry, Payne.
Older, so it's a little.
Sorry,
different.
Payne. I'm doing it. I'm doing that to you, and I'm doing that to you now. Sorry, bro.
So you would pay more than Matthew Stafford?
I'm not.
I would because of his age.
At the given moment, because of the market dictates the price.
But you guys just said you wouldn't pay Kyler more than 40, so now you would now. I'm just saying that's like
no. I said that. No. Do not do that. Go back and rewind the tape. I said I would pay him 40.
Yeah, but I said more than. That's what Stafford's making.
I wouldn't go over 45, but like
so now you're saying Kyler's Deshaun Watson money,
which is my. That's exactly what I was saying.
At this position, the market dictates.
But we went from saying he's not to now he is.
I said, hold on. I said 40 is my stop. That is my stop.
No, but before Todd had him a little bit less.
You're gonna do it,
huh?
So he's Deshaun Watson money. So it's okay to pay him Deshaun Watson money then.
I mean, Deshaun Watson doesn't have an MVP or a ring, so.
But I like Watson more than I think
Watson.
But Watson got paid off of the
career.
The market dictated that.
True, but he's made some great runs with some shitty teams.
There is that as well, but Kyler has also done the same thing.
Yep.
You need to give the motherfucker his money.
He still hasn't.
If Kirk Cousins paid $32 million,
none of us are talking about Arizona without Kyler Murray.
With Watson's deal, though.
I'm not saying that, but they went 10-0 to do nothing.
Not only did
What are
they
you
pay
talking
the
about?
contract,
Motherfucker, every fucking
paid
team
the
that
price
Watson
in
led was
picks.
that. Well, Watson got what? One playoff win? One playoff win?
I'm not comparing to Watson, but I'm saying.
But you are. So stop it.
Well, I'm comparing the
They
contract.
had
You just shook your head. Hold on.
I just got back. I was on the phone for 15 minutes. I just got back from a phone call.
Okay, I will give you that because you sure enough when Pang was like, so he's basically Watson. You were like,
Which
Yeah,
no,
okay, so
but
we
no.
went
I
from
was
20
saying
million
in
Kirk
terms of the
Cousins
QB market
to
because
35
I was saying
Kyler.
earlier that QBs are gonna want Deshaun Watson money. That's all I was saying.
look, point blank, you fucking pay Kyler Murray, bro. Pay the man. If you're Arizona, you pay the man.
You don't see many Kyler Murrays in the league.
But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rumboyz After Dark. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie.
F you, and F you. I'm mad at all of you.
A, B, C, D, U.
Please don't.
Pat, go ahead and sign off.
You can find me at St. Patrick FF on Twitter and here on Friday nights. And yeah, all around. DM me. I'll go on other shows. I'll hang out. Let's chill.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? You can find me at Twitter at TDS Taco. I do some stuff at the Daily Sporting. We make it popping over there. But the main thing that I really want to talk about is, God damn, this Doctor Strange movie is going to be so fucking sexy. I got my tickets already. I'm not going to spoil anything, but Lord knows if you want to talk about some Doctor Strange, I'm going to be that guy. So hit me up on Twitter and let's make it pop.
Hell yeah, Raj.
Yo, hit me with a follow on Twitter at FFBRaj. That's about it. I'm here every Friday. Gonna be here for 3 straight days of draft. Tongue twister. 3 straight days of draft coverage.
There you go.
Words out
It was that base.
Oh shit. But yeah, draft coverage coming up. Let's fucking get it. That's all I'm hyped up for right now.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Pang.
You can catch me at Pang's Picks FF, where I'm about to write a 4-page article about how JJ Arcega-Whiteside is the next top tight end of all time. Of all time, baby. 6 tight ends where it's at, 5'8" quarterbacks. This is all I want. I want the shortest motherfucking team possible. 6'1" old lineman. No, you can catch my underdog content coming out soon. Send me good stuff, and then we're gonna do all 22. So,
hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, aka your favorite hottie's Heartthrob Robbie. Make sure that you guys subscribe, like, and comment to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check out all 22 over there on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, like anywhere and everywhere else. Check out all 22. Show them some love. Download the Stacks app as well. It would all be swell. We greatly appreciate you. StacksApp.io. Again, that is StacksApp.io, or just look up the Stacks app with that blue flame over on Android and iOS. Also, Monkey Knife Fight, monkeyknifefight.com. Promo code Rumboyz for all of your daily fantasy prop player needs. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, it's the host with the most. It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, aka your favorite shorties, Heartthrob Robbie. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the end of the motherfucking show. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. Rumboyz and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly. You already know. Let's run it.